Oh, I'm having connect. Wait, okay. Hold on.
It's good.
Okay, it told me I had connective issues just now. So let me know if I go out or something
I'm worried
happens.
about me.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
It used to be me all the time, but we're good.
Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome back to our final Halloween episode where we review horror movies, even though we are not a horror movie review podcast. Today, we're finalizing our vampire month with the ultimate vampire quintology. What would be the like a trilogy is 3?
Isn't it just a series?
Yeah, it's just a series. It's a saga.
It's a
Twilight Saga.
The Twilight
Saga.
It's a quintology now. I don't know.
Do you know what today is?
Like
No.
in real life?
No.
Like, no?
When they listen to this, it's Halloween. Like,
Oh,
happy
yes.
Halloween.
Oh, my God. Trick or treat. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Smell my feet.
Give me something.
I don't know.
to eat.
Not too big, not too small.
Just the
right.
size of Montreal. Okay.
That's a place in Canada for our American listeners.
Quebec, Canada.
Quebec.
Quebec.
So we are actually going to be going through all 5 movies for you throughout this episode.
I
as
actually
well.
had to take notes. There's like so much going on. I have written notes.
Yay!
Okay, well, someone does because I didn't. Because I got so flustered with my internet that I just.
You never do notes. You never.
Yeah,
I know.
why are you acting like you're
Okay,
always...
hold on.
Never.
Hold on. When it's my movie, I normally do, right? Like.
Do
But
you?
yeah, normally I like have little notes, but and I do have the summary for like when it comes to my part, but that's it, and I'll have to put my glasses
I
on.
usually only write on a Post-it. That's usually my extensive notes. I have 2 pieces of paper front and back here.
Yeah.
That's-
so we're
Sonya's
well
leading the whole
prepared.
episode. Like, just leave it to her.
Fucking go!
I also just want to give a little teaser. We do have Twilight royalty little interview in the middle of this episode, so make sure you listen through to find out who that is.
Yes, and let's get into costumes and drinks now. Jessica, what are you drinking?
What? I am drinking rum and Coke. Nothing funny about that. I don't know why you guys laughed. And I'm the ketchup bottle from the first movie.
Perfect.
Charlie smacks the shit out of him.
And like Bella does the whole weird, like shaky
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
It's the strongest actor of the entire franchise. Is this?
Thank
ketchup
you.
bottle.
I figured go with the top dog. You know.
Yeah. The best
And
actor.
Sonia, what are you drinking and what are you?
I made
who?
sangria.
Yeah.
I bought this wine because of the label. I'm so proud of it. It just says crappy wine. So like it's a Canadian company somewhere. Amazing. Thank you for this new wine. And then I am a vampire. This is me, a little cutout of me, cartoon version. And this is the skin of a killer. Ta-ta!
You're so sparkly.
I know. So I'll just hold this up the whole time. New.
Oh my god!
Yay.
Next expo, we should all dress up like this.
With like this, or you're the ketchup bottle?
Like, yeah, you're like sparkly you. I'm a ketchup bottle. We'll get to Dawn. We just walk around and see who can put it together.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just drinking water. I drank yesterday, so I'm not drinking today. And I am Pain Jane. I am Dakota Fanning in this. Woo!
Woo!
I'm the psycho bitch.
Second.
She's so mean and evil. I love her.
Of course you do, psychopath.
Yeah.
We're Kindle spirit.
Okay, well, let's get right into the first one. The name say of it all, Twilight.
Twilight. I have to put my flashlight on. Hold on.
She's in a cave right now, guys. You can't see. She has like an antenna up. She's...
Like, I like have a background so you can't tell that I live outside. Okay. So I wrote Twilight. It's based on the novel with the same name written by Stephanie Meyer. We have a shy, angsty Bella who is now living with the father she hasn't visited in who knows how long. She goes to a local high school that has a family that has incest vibes that everyone in town seems to be okay with. Bella meets one of these people in science and he's a cranky bastard. Eventually, his moody behavior is a turn on and Bella falls in love. But wait, dude is a vampire. Bella thinks this makes him even more doable. There's a family baseball game. They're all having fun, and then another group of vampires come. They want to eat poor Bella. Edward tries to keep her safe by running around, wiping himself on trees. Bella goes with Alice and Jasper. Alice and Jasper somehow lose one little human. Bella goes to evil guy, James. Edward saves the day. Bella and Edward go to prom together.
Wedward.
Wedward. We're not there yet. It's later in the saga.
So that is a synopsis of Twilight movie from beginning to end.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right, who wants to do their favorite scene?
I can go.
Well, I just want to say this is like my favorite out of the
all of
saga.
them?
Out of all of them, yeah.
You think
Catherine
it's
Hardwicke, the
strongest?
director, she's so unhinged. Like, she directed 13, if you remember that
Mhm, yeah.
movie. So she goes from, that's one reason who the actress that plays Rosalie was like Nikki in 13. And the actress that played Renee was also a small character in 13. So
The mom. She was the mom.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
there you go. So it's like, yeah. So I love like how the first one just had like the low budget. Catherine was changing the script every which way. It was just, this is my favorite one just by far. So like the whole thing is great.
Mhm.
It has the most ridiculous things.
Oh my
in
god,
it.
so ridiculous.
Like, hopefully this don't count as any of your scenes, but like the hacky sack with no hacky, the like
the eggs in the bag that are on the table.
The child in the gym when she hits the volleyball back, and you see some child. It's a high school. You just see this child. Whose child is that?
Right, yeah, it's a random child, and like usually high school, it's all adults playing these characters, and then all of a sudden there's this like 3-foot child running in the back.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a preteen or something. This was like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, they like tighten up for the rest of the films, but like this one, so
Absolutely
loosey-goosey,
ridiculous,
and
yeah.
it's fucking fantastic. All right, best scene is what you wanted?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a worm. For some reason, like this guy being like so fucking stoned makes me laugh so much. Like he's just like with the worm on his stick.
He's like wiggling at her.
It just made me laugh so hard. Always does. I've watched these movies like 20 times, and it's a worm. Just saying it out loud isn't funny. Like it's this guy and how he does it. He's like little stoner kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is mine is have you seen some of the deleted scenes?
No.
Okay. I'm going to describe this one for you.
Perfect.
It's the bedroom scene. So it's the scene where Bella is seeing Edward's room for the first time.
Yeah.
And they cut so much dialogue out of that scene. And when you watch it, the unedited, like the behind the scenes, whatever, one of the lines is her with a rain catcher thing, you know, one of those things you tilt that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she talks about how her and her mom used to make those with chinchilla poop. Okay, I'm not even kidding. You can find this. Like, this was on like the DVD, and it's just because they were just like ad-libbing or something. Like, I don't know what was going on, but it was like a long scene. Like that whole scene's like 5 minutes, and they just cut it into like 30 seconds. And and so anytime I see her enter that bedroom, I automatically think chinchilla poop, and that makes me laugh. So
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Mine's the hospital scene after Edward like kind of like saves her. First of all, the way Edward gaslights her, it's like, no, you didn't see what you saw. Like, her eyes were wide open and staring at you when this shit happened. What do you mean she didn't see what she saw? She saw you stop the car. Like, I laugh at that. I'm like, bro, how can you argue that? You made eye contact.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, you knew she saw you. What? Also, Charlie in that whole scene makes me laugh when the kid's like apologizing, like, for almost like killing her. And like at the end, he just closes the sheet over. He's like, no, I'm not fucking listening to you.
But like accidents happen. Like obviously he was slipping on ice.
Yeah.
But then he's like, I'm taking your license away. Just like very policey, like I do what I want.
A-cab also means Charlie. I hate to be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He was abusing his power. But like, just like also like he was just fed up of listening to this kid because this kid kept fucking apologizing. So he's just like, no, just like fuck off.
Yeah, I'm sure he was like, he wasn't saying it for realsies, you know? Like, he wasn't filing the paperwork to have it done.
No, he's an upset dad, worried about his kid and whatever.
Well, Charlie does that a lot, though. When he goes to meet Edward, he's literally cleaning a shotgun.
Yeah.
With 2 beers in front of him.
But he was doing that before Edward came over.
No, so he's drinking and cleaning his shotgun? Like, you shouldn't be drinking with your weapon, I feel.
Yeah, and then he's like, bring him in, and he like fucking closes the shotgun and goes, like, okay, bring him in.
With bullets in it, by the way. You don't.
Yeah, so he's drinking with a loaded shotgun with his daughter in the house. Like, Edward is irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
But, like, it's already bad.
I feel like that's very, like, Central America. Not, like, North American continent. I meant, like, Central United States of America. Yeah. Where, like, there's drinking and
driving
guns.
Yeah, like, drinking and driving. What do you mean I can't drink and drive? What is this? A communist America?
I think that's any small town anywhere where you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a couple beers and drive home because there's nobody on the road. Like,
you call your 13-year-old up to pick you up because you're too drunk.
Yes, your 10-year-old takes his bike, drives to the bar, drives you home. Yeah, it's very
take the keys.
It's very small town mentality, no matter where you are. But fuck. What was my post? I don't remember what my.
So you were saying it was small town America, mid central like America.
Oh yeah, that's behavior, like the gun and the beer. Yeah, that's yeah.
It's still problematic.
Oh yeah, like... obviously it's not okay.
Yeah,
it's just normal. Like it's normal for them not to have screens on their windows.
Yeah,
which is messed up. And wear their shoes in the house. It's messed up.
I know, and it's like always wet outside. Why are you wearing your shoes in the house?
Like, it's so mucky. Like, come on.
Oh, well, here's a problematic. The casual essay to Bella in the cafeteria where they're just like grabbing at her and like gnawing at her and Jessica goes, oh, I guess they have a new chew toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that's just being okay.
Yeah. Okay, Stephanie Myers, when she writes women in relationship to Bella, she like hates women because she always like writes Jessica as catty. Like Bella always talks shit about her and her thoughts. She's like, all she cares about is boys, blah blah blah. It's like, Bella, you died for boys.
Yeah.
Like Bella's the biggest pick me ever.
Oh my god,
she's
so much.
Such a fucking pick me. And like I'm such a cry. Okay, we'll get into that later anyway, because I'm gonna be talking about the other movies. But okay, so now I guess worst scene. Sonia, what's your worst scene?
All the staring contests that they have. Like it's just plot filler. Where that's just like I'm pretty sure there's like 10 minutes if you put it all together of like random staring.
It's very soap opera.
Yeah. And like I know it's supposed to be dramatic, but that's just too much. It's just too much.
Yeah, I
agree.
Jessica, what's your worst scene?
She said it already.
Yeah, I did say my worst scene already.
Or was that the worst, or was that problematic?
It was both, I guess. I mean, there's a couple. I'm trying to see if I have any like worst scenes because I love this movie. Even when it's bad, it's like also good.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's nothing, like, really... Oh, okay, here. And this is only my worst scene because it makes me, like, so sad. Because for our listeners out there, if you haven't read the books versus the movies, Charlie is really different in the books, okay? Charlie in the movies is lovable and Billy Burke. Charlie in the books is an asshole that's very neglectful and doesn't give two shits. So, when Bella's, like, coming back and, like, you know, having to fight with her dad so that she can, like, leave or whatever. And then, like, Edward's like, he'll forgive you. And he's just like, Bella, I just got you back. I cry. Like, I can't help it. I'm like, yeah. Bella, you bitch.
I could see that, too. I was like, you fucking bitch, man. Just, like, tough it out.
I'm on, like, okay, but, like, Charlie could have went and spent time with his kid. Why was it so long that she's never been at that town, that nobody knows who she is? It's been so long.
In the books, it does say that he, like, visited like once a year or something. Also, but Renee is also shit, so it's like...
Also, like, in the movie, it's perceived that Renee held on to Bella and just took her with her and just, you know, didn't give Charlie as much access.
Yeah, but and then Charlie didn't fight for it.
No, and Charlie didn't fight,
The problem is Bella was so parentified and also the only child. It's like, how does that happen? You know what I mean? But yeah, like, Renee, like, it talks about how, like, Renee would, like, forget, like, she literally, even at one point, she's like, I think your phone died, like, when she's calling her mom before, what's-his-face tricks her about her capturing her mom. Yeah. She's like, oh, did your phone die again? Because it's so Renee that she like never remembers to do anything. So it's like Bella was just dealt a shit hand. No wonder she clanged to the first family that like accepted her.
Yeah.
Like it's trauma bonding.
It was like, she was like safety net. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, I'm never letting this go because this is it.
This is it.
What was your worst scene, Domry?
A lot of the scenes, like the baseball scene, like annoyed me. I don't know why. It just did. It just did. Like the scene when he's like, okay, after he shows the bedroom and does the monkey scene and like climbs up like the trees and flies everywhere. And it's like, isn't this beautiful and stuff? Like, I don't know. It's just all these little annoying things.
Cringy.
Yes. And I was just like, okay, you could have done anything else. Like, why are you doing this?
That's the love of the movie. How cringe it is.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it. I'm just saying, like, also it makes me uncomfortable. But, like, I get the whole appeal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, just those scenes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get it. It.
That's why I like the Twilight fandom the most out of most fandoms, because we're self-aware.
Yeah. Yeah, we know it's shit.
Yeah, like we know what we enjoy, and it's not good.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do problematic. I have the lack of diversity in the film, even though the area that it's filmed in, that area is rich with indigenous peoples and multicultural communities.
Like in real life.
Yeah, real life. Forks, Washington, that area has a lot of definitely the indigenous peoples that they get.
Like the Kiluet tribe is actually there, and they actually have like talks of wolf in their mythology and stuff. Like Stephanie stole this, wrote it, and then wrote the characters, as we'll get into future episodes, to kind of go against some of those teachings in that culture, and then didn't give them any money. So
that's I think that's an overall, if you put all the movies together, that is an overall problematic. And there is if anyone's listening, there is the movetohigherground.org, which is an organization that's actually helping these people. So if you are interested in learning more and how to help, like that,
we'll put the link in the description below, so it's easy.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, it like, you know, you hear all that, and like, she didn't just like make up something, which would have been like microaggressive, I feel. But no, she literally stole from their culture and then didn't give them anything. And like, there's festivals in Forks, as we know, and stuff like that. And now the tribe there tries to monopolize on that because they didn't get the money that they're owed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so bad. It's just
That's what cultural appropriation, not appreciation.
yeah.
Like that's the difference, is when you take a culture and butcher it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not appreciation, that's appropriation.
100%. And like Stephanie was raised like Mormon, okay? So already a very racist religion. Like they only like a few decades ago started allowing black people in the church. Like it's not so she had some unlearning white supremacy somewhere in there, but even like in her illustrated guide and when she talks about the vampires, like they had to fight to cast a dark black actor to play Laurent. And even in the book, he's described as pale, like really pale olive. And she's like, yeah, all the like color in your skin is sucked out when you turn.
But everyone else was pretty beige. Like white people still had that peachy whatever. Why wouldn't
their makeup? Okay, I know it's off topic, but their makeup was so fucking patchy. I kept staring at it at the movie, and I'm like, you couldn't have smoothed it out. You couldn't
because like where you probably couldn't tell on camera like 20 years ago.
And you can't watch this in high definition. It's not a movie you can watch.
No, it's not. Because I was like staring at it the whole time. I'm like, just right there, just fucking blend it out.
It's
like
right there.
Hey, this is the movie where the majority of them had their real hair, okay? Once we get to the other movies with the wigs, it's all over.
I think Jacob still had a wig in this one.
Yes, for the first two.
And
first
Edward, I'm pretty sure.
No, Edward was real.
Oh, they dyed his hair. They wanted his hair red. I think that's probably what it is. They dyed his hair twice or something like that because originally they wanted it more of a red, and they were like,
and
no.
They didn't want him. Okay, well, he also didn't want to wash it, but like they didn't want him to wash it to wash out the red, because red bleeds and stuff. And so, and his hair looks kind of greasy sometimes, and sometimes it's like dry. That's because they used a lot of dry shampoo. Because they did not want him to actually
oh my god,
wash the dye out. Yeah.
How fucking itchy your head would be during filming. I feel like that's a little bit torture.
I think his messy was just him scratching his fucking scalp, man. I think that's what that was.
Just like dying head on.
And then they made it as a look. They're like, oh yeah, that messy bedhead. Like that's
like
hot.
You're doing great. You're doing a great job styling your hair.
It's like,
and he's like, oh fuck.
He's like, holy fuck.
All his like facial expressions when he's upset and stuff, it's really just trying to resist the urge.
Yeah, it's just burning, itching.
Yeah. He's not actually craving Bella's blood. He's just trying to resist scratching his head. Yeah.
The wide eyes, constant wide eyes. Like, all of them. Like,
I would love. Okay, this is an idea if someone's has the time. I would love so like was it Midnight Sun is the book of the first Twilight from Edward's perspective.
I think so.
I would love someone to dub Edward's thoughts over the first movie. Like from that book, Like so anytime Edward's doing the
Edward impersonator.
Yeah.
Like you can get his voice just
doing like voiceovers there. Yeah.
We should just put the all call on TikTok. Make this a TikTok, and then do like
casting Edward Cullen voiceover voices.
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson applies.
He like gets confused. He starts using his Batman voice.
I'm Edward Cullen. I don't know his Batman voice. I didn't see his Batman.
It was a good Batman. I thought he did really good as a young Batman.
I think Robert Pattinson is an amazing actor. Like, I think
I'm not gonna lie, he carried the fucking movie. Like him and like Taylor Lautner. I was like, all right, and Charlie was good.
Have you seen Mickey 17?
No.
So good. You should watch it. It's a clone of the one guy. He gets killed all the time, and then clone number 17. He's like this Weasley snivelly guy, and like he's just played so well. It's such a good movie.
I need to see. I'm like blind here.
No, that's fine. You're sexy Jane Payne now.
I have it on.
Librarian.
I have it on a streaming service you have access to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I will
Yeah.
check it out later. We will, yeah.
Well, and like Robert Pattinson changes his voice constantly for characters, and he's been doing. He did a Studio Ghibli film, and I didn't even realize it was him until I saw the credits.
Nice.
Like he plays like a stork, and he's like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's like Alan Tudyk. Like he does like all these other voiceovers. Like he's a voice actor, and you never know it's him because he does like fucking chicken squawks.
Well, I mean, it's like the song in the Twilight movie that Robert actually sang. Like, I can't remember how it goes. Like that's like him singing. And no one realizes it's his voice. And then I think because too many people memed, he just quit a music career. I don't know. He never really released anything after that. But yeah. Robert Pattinson's so talented.
Yeah, talented human being.
Yeah.
And you meet the family in this movie. The rest of them, the Rosalie and the Emmett,
Jasper, Alice,
and then
Esme
and the head guy,
Carlisle.
Yeah.
Let's also recognize the ages of these characters. I think the
25?
oldest is Esme. Carlisle's only 23.
Okay.
So
he's 23 adopting these like 17, 18.
Well,
he says he's older.
He's like
just
300.
he turned at 23.
Yeah.
And
I
then
feel
let's
that's
also
really
remember
old when
their
he
brains never
turned.
get more mature.
Yeah, but when he turned, he was 23. But like at that time, 23 was like you already had 5 kids and like
yeah, but your brain was still not fully
Yeah.
developed. It wasn't like evolution was like, oh, you got 5 kids now, I guess we'll speed this up. Like that's not.
Yeah, but they also had hundreds of years to learn. Like I know like mentality not matured, but like knowledge.
my fucking cat's
Well,
broke
that's
my
one of the. Oh, that sucks.
my monitor's turned off.
Oh shit.
So,
Freaking cats. Cats
Okay.
ruined everything.
YouTube exclusive. Okay, hold on. Okay, now turn on, bitch.
She's in the dark. We can see that she's in the dark.
Okay.
There we go. Yay!
Like, they just unplug everything. They just run. They get the zoomies, and they
We
like, go
still
back
could
and
see
forth.
you, by the way. The camera
Yeah,
was
I know
on.
the camera's not connected to my monitor.
Oh, okay.
It's connected to my computer, and that was still on because we were
Okay.
talking.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, one of the theories is that Edward isn't actually like good at school because he keeps going back to school, but that he just reads the teacher's mind and then writes the answer down.
Yeah, maybe.
He never has to learn.
He
Yeah.
never has to learn. People were like, "Oh man, during COVID, what did he do during online learning?" You know, I mean, they still have to use Google, or no, sorry, they use Yahoo in the movies, but
Well, like if he's 19 or 17, whatever fucking age he's supposed to be,
He was
now,
17
nowadays he would
because
use
Bella
it.
ends up being older than him.
a 17-year-old virgin.
Nothing wrong with
So-
that.
No,
He wasn't a virgin, was he?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was
he
a
didn't believe
virgin
in he didn't believe in sex before marriage. Yeah, so he was a virgin for 104 years. That's one
No.
reason he was the only one like he didn't have a bed. Like all the others fuck. He didn't fuck.
They talk about it all the time, constantly. Yeah.
At
Well, they don't
least
need
when
to
fucking,
sleep.
like-
Yeah, he doesn't fuck. So
But think of the like is there sparks when he like because like it's diamond against diamond, right? Is it like a scratchy like
could
what
you
if it-
imagine that the first time though when it wasn't diamond against diamond?
Yeah, when it was her flesh.
No, I meant when he's
Oh.
for 100 years not married. He's doing
Oh, he's masturbating? I actually have
Yeah.
that in my notes. Because like this is written by a Mormon. Do you think she would allow for masturbation?
it doesn't matter.
or-
He's living in real life. He's, he's masturbating.
Yeah, but he's been alive for 104 years and still doesn't think he has a soul and believes in religion and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he
So,
saw
like-
the modern age and is still like, I can't have sex before marriage, even though I'm a literal immortal being.
I didn't know he was a virgin in this. I thought he was
Yeah.
already experienced because, like,
No, she even jokes about it.
Because he knew he was gonna be rough with her. Okay, that's later on. Anyway, that's
So
why
is
I'm,
he
like,
rough
confused.
with himself? He's just like, oh my god!
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Does he train? Is he training? Does he just edge? Like, how
Oh my
is
god!
this done?
Carlisle comes in. He's like, you almost started a fire.
Smoke detectors are going off. He's like, don't you know we burn? Like, that's our weakness. No point.
Oh my god! We need a Twilight professional to come in and answer the real question.
Yeah, we need to know.
Okay, I have a couple questions about this movie that I was thinking about while watching it, because I was watching it with a critical eye this time. You know, I'm like, I got to do a hard-hitting review.
okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, why? Okay, this is a lore question. Have you guys ever seen either the illustrated guide or you watched a lot of Sarah Elizabeth, the Twilight scholar? I like to call her on. Okay. Alice. We know Alice. Alice's story is that she had premonitions when she was like human. And people thought she was crazy, and because her grandmother had premonitions too, and they said she was crazy. So they like lock her up in an insane asylum. But then a tracking vampire, we know tracking vampires from this movie, like James, smelled her, and she was his singer. And singers is what Bella is to Edward. You know, their blood is special or something to that particular vampire. And there was an older vampire that was in the mental hospital with Alice, and he turned her to save her. And that's how Alice got turned. And that tracking vampire is supposed to be James. So I don't understand how James didn't recognize Alice.
Yes, that's one of my issues too.
He is a tracking vampire.
It literally names her. I'm pretty sure it names James in the illustrated guide.
In the books too, it names James as the vampire who was
hunting her. I haven't read the books like the actual books in a while. I couldn't remember, but I know in the illustrated guide.
Let me check this because like
yeah. Feel free to fact check. Feel free
like,
to fact check.
Like I'm not like I don't want to say you guys like are wrong, but like also like
yeah. So I took that as like he never actually laid eyes on her, and as a vampire, she smells different.
Okay, so like he only saw like he smelled her. He never saw her.
But like maybe because he does kill the guy that made her.
Yeah, and he's a tracker.
No, you guys are right, but okay, it is AI that says it. It goes, the tracker hunting Alice in Twilight was James, the sadistic tracker who hunted humans and vampires in sport. Alice was a human in the asylum when James picked up her scent, but an older vampire turned her into a vampire to save her from him. James was later killed by the Cullen family.
Okay, so I can buy the fact that he maybe smelt her because she was his like singer. I can understand like he probably maybe smelt her, but didn't quite get to lay eyes on her before. But then how would he know that vampire turned her?
Right. So
I don't know. So that was a question I had.
So then, because her blood wouldn't sing to or like.
No, but if he saw her and then he goes however many years, like 70 years, and then he sees her again with the Cullens, you'd think he would have recognized her.
They both don't recognize each other.
Yeah, like Alice would have recognized him too.
But Alice was in the middle. Alice didn't know he was tracking her and was being transformed. I could understand her maybe not. She saw she had a vision, which is how she knew.
That's how but she would have saw his face. Like she would have known. Like
so this is
that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. What the fuck? One of them should have recognized one of them. So that was my question.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it didn't make sense. But there's so many of those in the books and the movies, right? Especially the books. Like how the fuck?
Yeah.
But I mean we know that. We just pretend those things don't happen.
Yeah.
I did not think that James was the tracker that turned Alice. I did not No,
You
got
gotta get the illustrated guide. It's fucked up.
Okay.
It's
So I'm like,
The library, I'm sure.
Also, like, after James called and was all like, "Oh, I have your mother. And then Bella's like, "I'll just, like, leave Alice and Jasper."
how did Alice not see
Yeah.
that?
Well, even if. Because, like, Alice's visions are spotty at best when it comes to Bella. You know what I mean? So, plot armor. But even if, why didn't Bella, like, she was, okay, maybe Alice was following James's thoughts and not Bella's future, because she has to focus on people's futures to find them, right? So she probably just wasn't focused on Bella. So she saw the ballet studio, so she knew kind of James's plan. Bella should have just asked and said, "What's gonna happen to my mom? Look at my mom's future."
Yeah, like, what's gonna happen? Oh,
And then
she's
she was
not
like,
there.
"Oh, your mom's still in Jacksonville."
Yeah, you don't have
like-
to worry.
Oh,
Yeah, like I would have been like, what the fuck?
like, okay. Well, by the way, he's at the ballet studio. What should we do? You know what I mean? Like, I feel there was a better way. But again,
they knew he was going to be at the ballet because she'd seen the image. So, like, when he's like, "Oh yeah, meet me at the ballet studio because I have your mom."
how did Edward get there before Alice and Jasper?
I don't know. But Alice and Jasper told Edward, like, okay, and like here. Oh, never mind. My thoughts went all over the place. And now they like completely disappeared. It's so fucking confusing. It's just.
Also, how do you suck out your venom when biting gives venom?
Right? Like, how
Yeah, I know.
do you stop your venom from happening?
Yeah, like you're creating like a venom cycle. I don't know. Those are all my questions about the first movie, and that's all I have to say about it.
All right. So are we getting into the second one now, right?
Sure. New Moon. This is actually my least favorite. It was my least favorite book too.
Same.
But also, I also liked the artistry more. I don't know. Okay. I'll get into the quick little summary of it. So, Bella and Edward, happily in love, happily out of the closet or whatever. They're showing their love everywhere. And then Bella is getting a little older, and she's feeling a little nervous about it. She's all like, "I'm now officially older physically than Edward," because mental and life experience does not matter in this movie, okay? It is just physical age. And that even is iffy sometimes. So, the Cullens throw Bella a birthday party. She goes and, like a klutz of a human, gets a paper cut on soft wrapping paper. So this cut is so much, it's dripping blood.
So
Jasper-
deep. The deepest fucking paper cut.
So deep. So Jasper, a new vegetarian vampire, even though he's been doing it for decades, I feel, because I thought they were with the Cullens for decades. Whatever. Okay, new in vampire years, and he loses it. He rages. He tries to go for Bella, but Edward's like, "No," and he saves the day. But then, she's still surrounded by a bunch of bloodthirsty vampires. But Carlisle, who's never had human blood, takes her because he's a doctor. He's around all the time. Heals her up and then gives her some lore on the Volturi, and that'll matter later.
Volturi, yes.
Yes. Then Edward gets all up in his feels, says, "Sorry, Bella, I can't be around you. You're gonna die if I am," and leaves her in the woods alone. She passes out for depression for 3 months. And so she's passed out for 3 months, and then she finally awakens, and she's like, goes to do something dangerous, and she sees Edward. In spirit, in premonition, in psychosis, we don't know. But she sees Edward anytime she risks her life. So she starts wanting to do this more. So she gets some motorcycles. She goes over to Jacob Black's house and has him build these motorcycles with her until she eventually gets CTE. After she hits her head and stuff, Jake's like, "You're kind of crazy. That kind of sucks." And they move on. But they gotten closer. But then all of a sudden, Jacob Black gets sick, starts ignoring her phone calls. She goes to his place. Cece cut his hair and got abs. And he shapeshifts into a giant wolf. And she's all like, "What the fuck is this?" Laurent comes back and, she finds out all about the wolves. They kill Laurent and everything's good. And they tell her the stories of their tribe and how, they're werewolves. But we'll get to that after I finish this. Then Bella decides, I'm gonna jump off a cliff to see Edward again. So she does that. Victoria, who's still hunting her from the first movie, is there. In the back, the wolves are kind of protecting her. Jacob saves her, blah, blah, blah. Alice shows up at her house. Alice is like, hey, couldn't see your future. Edward might think you're dead. Miscommunication on the telephone. Edward's gonna commit suicide in Italy, which, if that's the place, if you're gonna do that, I feel like Italy. Is
yeah,
nice.
That's very poetic.
Yeah, exactly. So Bella goes, saves Edward. They meet the Volturi, and they're all like, "Hey, you should change Bella, or else we'll kill you guys." And then the movie ends with a vote. The movie ends with a vote. Democracy.
Mhm.
Bella will be changed. Okay, now it's
Yeah. But Edward hates that idea.
Yeah.
Edward
Well, so
hates
does
everything.
Rosalie.
Name one thing Edward likes.
Yeah.
Bella.
No.
He loves Bella.
He loves
Not
her
even.
blood.
Ask him to describe Bella, and then he'll be like, "Oh, she's stubborn, and she's."
But
All
she's
these
my
other things.
person.
It's so hard to be around her. I just want to eat her up.
Right? He's like confusing hunger with horny.
Well, that's what happens when you've never had sex, I guess.
Yeah, you can't tell.
I
the
mean,
difference.
what? To be fair, I sometimes confuse the two.
Right? It is. They are pretty. Like they are close.
Like, I get
but,
like hunger, and then if Dave walks by and I'm like, do I make a plate of nachos or do I, do my
There's
Get it
husband-
on while the plate of nachos is
It
cooking.
is. There's different
Exactly.
types of hunger, and sometimes your brain and your genitals get confused.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Oh, wires mixed up. Wires
Yeah.
crossed there. Yeah.
Yeah. Your stomach and genitals get confused.
So, what are you guys' favorite scenes from New Moon?
My favorite scene from New Moon is when she jumps off the cliff. I thought she was gonna die. I was like,
You're like
"Bitch, you
second
deserve
movie
this."
in.
I was like,
Yeah.
bitch, no, but like, I just like she hits her head and stuff, and I'm just like, bitch, you deserve that. Like, good for that. Like,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you stupid. You
Yeah, it was-
stupid.
Anytime she got hurt, I liked it.
Yeah, you stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
My best is when you get to meet the Volturi.
The Volturi's.
Volturi, yeah, that whole like,
Whatever.
yeah.
You guys are all saying different names. I'm like, it's Volturi.
Whatever they're fucking called, the evil vampires, and like you get to meet a little bit of like the three older the main guys, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then how you can tell that they're bad vampires. They add a little extra that they like eat children too. Like they
Yeah, when they had the parade of people walking in to feed them, and like there's like literally kids with them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Bella just walked by the way. This
Yeah.
is the equivalent of like when
she got
when you're
pulled away. Like
okay, if
yeah.
you're dating a racist, you're racist. If you're dating a vampire that allows children to be eaten, you're also a vampire that allows children to be eaten.
yeah. Same thing.
Well, no, I agree with like the older vampires have so much personality between them.
Yeah, all different personalities.
Mhm.
I forget his name, like Morris or something. The
The
older
depressed
guy.
one, like
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
no.
I just love him as an actor. Like everything he's in, I absolutely adore. He's like in like Stargate. He's in this other show, Sanctuary, where he like plays different characters. But like he just overall very well-rounded actor. And I feel like he doesn't get enough recognition because he's only played small parts or in TV series.
yeah.
I forget his name too, which really sucks. I'm like, he's amazing. Don't know who he is.
Yeah, well, we'll look him up right now.
Mhm.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Lots of Canadian TV. Like he's been
There is a lot of Canadian actors in it because like a lot of it was shot in British Columbia.
everything shut. Well, it depends. If it's
Not
in
not
Gatineau,
everything.
it's
It was
Hamilton.
But-
Like,
But yeah,
and
like
Washington.
well, yeah, because it's supposed to be in Washington, but Victoria Beach, Vancouver is actually like really close, and they still have all the mountains in which you have to see for some fucking reason. They always
And
have
it's
them in the
cheaper.
background.
It's just
yeah,
cheaper in
Canadian
Canada.
filming in Canada is cheaper. You get like there's like a bonus. Like we want people to film here.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, it's pretty cool.
What is his character name?
It starts with an M, I'm sure.
Maury? No, I don't know.
I am Arrow, Caius. No, that's those two. Where's the third? Marcus.
Marcus. There we go.
Marcus. Okay. Yeah. So it's Christopher Heyerdahl. Heyerdahl.
Yeah, Heyerdahl. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
There,
So
he's been
much
named.
stuff. Everything you've seen, he's been in it. Like, for real.
Well, I feel like he's a good character actor.
He is. And I feel like character actors are like the best actors.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in 137 things.
That's a lot.
Like that.
That's
a lot. And like he's only been acting for what's his first thing was in. Okay, maybe he's been acting for a while. No. So the first one was 1987, 21 Jump Street. So he obviously was just a little child there.
And he's still in he was in 21 Jump Street, and then he just went to be in everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little bit of like a 6-year break, but then constantly since 1993, it's just he was in Are You Afraid of the Dark, and then he was just in all these things. There's not a year he wasn't working.
Good for him.
Yeah, constant working his ass off in everything. Yeah. So he is an amazing actor.
Another one of my favorite scenes from New Moon is when Bella goes on a double date with Jacob and her friend's boyfriend. Like,
okay, no, they're not dating. They only went to prom.
I thought they were dating because don't they start stuff? I don't. Anyway,
You kiss all your friends in a small town. That's just small town.
Yeah, it
wedding.
happens.
I guess. Anyway, but I thought that was funny because I thought they were dating, and then she was going on a double date with both.
Well, they were invited. It
Yeah.
was supposed to be a group thing.
Yeah, and the girls all bailed. Well,
And
the
then-
one girl got sick.
Yeah.
And then just bailed, period. Because I think she was tired of Bella's shit by then.
Yeah, like you're
Right.
a crybaby.
Okay. And I guess, did we all do our favorite scenes yet?
No, I didn't do mine.
do yours.
And it actually leads right into it because my favorite scene is when Bella's hanging out with Jessica for the first time since ignoring everyone for 3 months because of her depression. And they're Jessica's doing this rant about zombie movies being a metaphor for leprosy and anti-consumerist culture and how her cousins had leprosy and it's not something to joke about. And I'm laughing and Bella's just ignoring her. And I'm dude, she just told you her cousin had epilepsy. You have nothing, or leprosy. You have nothing to say. No,
Yeah.
you're too busy wanting to ride motorcycles. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ditch is her friend, by the way.
Did you? Okay, and this is what was one of my worst scenes is the fact that she abandons her friend to see some stranger because she thinks she's gonna get a premonition of her long lost love, and gets on a motorcycle with this dude who looks like fucking 35, and it's just it's all good, and she knows the dangers because in the first movie, she almost gets abducted by 4 guys or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she puts herself in that situation, leaves her friend behind who could get
The
abducted by
rest
some
of
other
the guys there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When she takes off on this bike, these other guys could have had their fun with that. Just
No helmet.
no. Oh my god. I don't even care about that. It's just the whole fucking thing was absolutely insane. I understand.
Yeah.
You're heartbroken, but you're so self-centered in that
Yes.
fucking moment.
It just shows
She
that
didn't give a fuck
Edward
about
and
anyone.
Bella are perfect for each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
They're
they
both
were.
assholes.
Yeah. That was my worst scene. I fucking hated that. I was so mad during that scene. I was like, you bitch, you are the worst friend ever.
The worst part is not the worst part, but a part that's also bad is the fact that these visions she's seeing of Edward, it's never discussed about, right? It's never confirmed. Edward in the books has no idea what she's talking about when she and Alice has no idea what she's talking about when she says I saw Edward.
Yeah.
No one has a clue what's going on. And so she might literally just be like insane.
Hallucinating. Yeah.
Yeah, she's literally hallucinating. And it's like, so you're putting everyone in danger for a hallucination that you want to trigger? Like,
That
just
you're
do
so
drugs.
fucking depressed about.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, this movie bothered me so much because in the very beginning in Twilight, she seems like the new girl, but she's like badass. Like, she doesn't really go with the stereotypes and she doesn't really care about having a boyfriend, to like being obsessed with a dude who she said she's like madly in love with, like first go, and then gets so fucking depressed
Yeah.
when he splits. Like, she like loses her whole fucking identity, like gone, and she just like, I don't even know how she survived. Like, did she even eat? Because like she stared at that window for 3 months out of it, didn't change clothes. I looked, I was like, that's the same outfit. Like, when did Charlie not get involved and be like, you need to take a shower? You
He
fucking
did
smell.
eventually. That's why she was hanging out with Jessica. But I think the artistry, okay, the fact that she's losing it that much over a guy she's dated for 4 months, she has issues, okay?
Uh-huh.
But the artistry of showing what depression is like in the book, it literally just says like January, February, March, or whatever it says.
Yeah.
Like whatever
Yeah.
months it was, like September, October, November, whatever month it was.
It was
literally-
October, November, December.
Yeah, it says October, November, December, and it just says the words. And it's like, yeah, that's what it feels like with depression. And then like
Yes.
every time like it goes, like when they're doing kind of the visual of that,
Yeah.
it's like, it's a possibility. I'm like, yes, this is what it feels like. The artistry is great in this
Yeah,
scene,
like
in my
it
opinion.
really,
But it's like her as a person just sucks.
like, okay, I get depressed and I get like losing your loved one would really fucking suck if they really died and like you were like with them for a while. But like for a teenager, like, but then again, teenagers do feel
Oh my
like
god,
that. Like it's
teenagers
the end
are
of the
so
world.
fucking dramatic.
So like, and I get that,
I have
right?
so many of them.
Yeah. So I get that. But if you want to pretend you're this badass bitch who doesn't go with the social norms at first, and then you become completely crazy clingy, that's where I have a problem. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have gave a fuck. You should have been like, men are all shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna be a lesbian. But
and
whatever.
like her dad's friends keep actually dying.
Yeah.
And then, like
From vampires.
like it's so bad. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm
And she's
like,
like, feel bad for me.
yeah, which is you know, she's 18 here. That is an 18-year-old mentality.
She's a narcissist.
Yeah.
They are. And I feel like she should, if it wasn't so involved, like if she was just doing this without the whole repercussion of vampires and shit, and she was just living her life a little bit narcissistic at this age, I would be like, that's okay, because she literally had to take care of her mom her entire life, and she's still having to like cook dinner and stuff for her dad. If she wants to like be selfish for a couple years, like she's earned it.
Mhm.
But it's the fact she's like being selfish, except when it comes to like vampires. Like
Yeah.
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 how
It's
she
fucking
treats
weird.
Jacob and shit. Like,
Although
oh
Jacob
my
kind of
God.
deserves it.
Okay, yeah, okay. He's like, I'm a good guy. Like he's the I'm the good guy. And
okay,
I'm
let's
like,
also remember
nice guy.
he's like 6, like he's 2
15.
years
No,
younger.
yeah, 16.
Yeah, he's 16
Just-
in this one. And you know, like, so he's acting his age, except for the we'll get to the essay in the next one, but he literally leaves her alone and she comes to him. I'm like, what are
Yeah.
you? And he's like, leave me alone, dude. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, Jacob, no.
We're best friends. Let me snuggle you, my best friend.
So that would like we talked about all the visions Bella has of Edward, like how that's problematic.
Yeah.
That was my worst scene. Like
All the visions,
All the
needing
visions.
to put herself in danger in order to like get
yeah,
a fix.
just her behavior in general
Well,
over
yeah.
this breakup was the worst scene.
Like, what do you think's gonna happen if you like literally meet your demise? Like, you're not seeing him anymore. So what? Like, why put that? Whatever.
Like I've broken up with people before, and been broken up with, and like it's never been like, oh my god, my life is over. It's always been like, okay, sure, now that's fine, whatever. Like it is what it, like maybe I didn't react enough. I feel like I didn't get depressed, so like maybe I didn't do it right. Like I didn't have to play like sad music and eat ice cream and like I don't know. I just feel like that's just like why is that what you have to do when there's a breakup? Like why can't I be like okay, cool?
Yeah, men can be like, okay, cool.
Right?
But why
Yeah.
can't you? You know, I feel like I've been both. It really just depends. I mean, with like Ernest's dad, we broke up twice. It took, and then like we broke up, we separated for like 6 months, got back together, and I feel like the first breakup, I was like that. I was like emotional about it, whatever, and then like the second one, I was like, no, this is fine actually.
So
Like
like
this is okay. So I feel like it's just how prepared you are.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's also different if like you're together for a long time and you don't see anything wrong and the other person just cut like versus like if I know I'm like, oh, I'm not, and if it's only been a short, like this has been 4 months. Like they really got together for like a week at the end of the school year, and then September was her birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he left. Like that's
like 3 months.
and you're not like 12. Like if you're 12, 4 months is forever.
And all they've done is kiss. Like, because he couldn't even kiss her for too long without like needing to like get back. Because
Yeah, like if he took her, like if they,
control myself.
if that's the first person you had sex with, maybe I can understand like that more, like
the
just
connection,
first thing. But that wasn't even it.
Like, did he give really good head? Like, was he like?
No, they've never done any of that sort. They just fucking kissed, and like it
without
was like
tongue.
There was never
Yeah,
a handy.
No,
like,
no,
he never,
because
finger
he can't lose control, or else
he
he'll eat
played
her.
the piano. You don't lose control. It's about her.
no,
if he's hungry,
he's a virgin, hunger virgin. Like we already talked about horny and hungry. You can't cross those lines.
That's why you like take care of yourself first.
And he did at home, and then he just not reciprocated to her. Like
I feel like if you have like the 17-year-old body, like where you recover too quickly, like I'm sure like when you're like 40 and you've like taken care of business a few times, like you need to like relax.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I don't have all day. Like, let's get this done.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I got places to be.
So being like stuck as like a horny teenager for your whole life, maybe that's why they're always fucking.
This
'Cause,
is
like-
why Edward is depressed, by the way.
Yeah, because everyone else is fucking, and he reads their minds. How disgusting is that? Like,
yeah,
He talks about it in Midnight Sun.
like, you just, like hear his parents going at it all the time. Like,
well, they're not his real parents. They're pretty much his age.
yeah,
Like,
I guess.
Carlisle's like 6 years older than him. Esme
Yeah.
like 7.
And he's older than Esme. So like
He's older. Wait.
Edward was turned as a vampire first.
Oh, no. I was talking physical age because that's the only thing
Oh.
that matters in Twilight.
Yeah. But
Not mental age. No.
Not
Just
mental age,
physical.
no.
Just physical.
So one of my problematics. Are we into problematics yet?
Yeah.
can
Let's
be.
go.
We can be.
Most of my worst
Okay.
scenes are always the problematic. So
Okay.
just, yeah.
I'm gonna say the normalizing of domestic abuse. Like yeah. With the
that's
whole
my problematic too.
with the whole with fucking is it Sam?
Sam,
Yeah.
yep.
Sam and his girlfriend where he like scratched up her face and he's like, no, it's all good. Just don't look at her. Like,
Yeah, don't fucking look at my woman.
yeah,
For
like
the
I love
record, he didn't say that. Someone said, don't look at Sam's fiance.
say,
Sam doesn't like
Like,
it.
yeah, because
Like,
of what he
it's
did.
like, what does his fiance think, though? Like,
yeah, and like,
little questionable.
and then another thing is Jacob's like, you can't get too close to me. I don't know what I'll do, but like, he still like clings on to her.
And Edward does that too. Let's not
Yeah.
forget. Edward did that with the whole first one too. So it's like,
yeah,
You make me want to
Okay,
bite you.
how are men both the bosses and in charge of leadership, but also animals? Like, make up your mind.
Yeah, I put my problematic was after Edward is an abusive ass, Bella takes him back and they decide to get married. But that's like the next scene, but they talk about
Mm-hmm.
getting married.
No, he proposes
like 3
and then it just
times.
ends. Like he proposes, it ends, and that's how the new moon ends. And then in the eclipse,
but like she just
talks
takes
better.
them back like it was nothing. Like, yeah, okay. Like not the emotional abuse he just put her through.
But like she got what she wanted. She was like super depressed, and she's like, "Oh, now I'm like fixed."
She's like, he must love me. He wanted to die.
That's like a disgusting.
So did she, clearly, because of all of her fucking stupidity. But like, whatever.
Okay, this is an in real life problematic with this movie as well. I mean, we kind of touched on the problems with the first one when it came to like the Kiluit tribe and everything. But basically, so originally they had a different actor to play Jacob Black before Taylor Lautner. That actor was actually indigenous, from a different tribe, I'm pretty sure, but like actually indigenous. And that actor refused to cut his hair, which is like weird because all these actors, all the white people are wearing wigs starting from this movie. So I was a little confused but they got Taylor Lautner, but Taylor Lautner was 16 in the first movie, like his actual age. Yeah. And they were like, he needs to have a huge physical transformation that will, when he shapeshifts, that's not realistic for a 16-year-old. They legally couldn't request it, like this kind of stuff. Yeah. And fucking 16-year-old Taylor Lautner was like, bet. And fucking went through like a chicken only diet, worked out his ass off, and like did things that were physically unhealthy for a 16-year-old body to get that shape he was in. Like, that is not normal.
And none of the other
teenager
had a body like that. Like, they had their natural bodies, which is just like, you know, whatever a teenager looks like, just like a teenager, not a grown-ass man. And the fact that they forced this character to look like a grown-ass man when everybody else didn't.
They heavily suggest it to him, and he's
or
like,
else he was gonna be replaced.
Yeah.
And they've replaced actors in this movie. Like, we'll get to that. So like, it's not a baseless threat. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that was, and then on the fact that in this story, when they become the wolves, they have to cut their hair. And if you know indigenous cultures, hair is kind of like a very important part of it. So the fact that that's the case, red flag.
Red flag.
All the fucking red flags.
It's just, so much. Culturally, so much red flags. White colonizer energy, definitely.
You can feel the Mormonism come out, you know? Like you feel it. I do want to... Oh, sorry.
So I was like, still second the movie. You don't even barely see that other black character that was in it. The friend.
Laurent?
No, the friend.
No, the kid that almost killed Bella in the...
Who was like the only other black character in the movie.
Yeah, he's gone at that point. Like, I don't know. He just disappeared.
Yeah. Make it make sense.
So, that's pretty much... also, Bella does a little self-reflection in the beginning where she literally says, maybe I shouldn't be dating such an old man, gross, as a joke when she finds out Edward's real age. And I'm like, no, that's
for
true.
real. That's like, no,
like,
that matters.
And then I want to say one last mention, R.I.P. Graham Greene, a Canadian legend. It was sad watching him die of a heart attack in this movie when he is no longer with us.
In
IRL.
So great actor.
He was a great actor. He used to be my ringtone. There was one of those like robot shark movies or something. I don't know. You know, one of those like weird movies you see on like Tubi and stuff. Yeah. And it was a shark movie, like Megalodon 7. I don't know, something like that he was in. And he's in the like space, like the submarine cockpit, and he's all like, oh my God, what the hell is that? And I had it like recorded, and so anytime my phone sent a text message, it was just Graham Greene going, oh my God, what the hell is that? So nice. I have a couple lore things about this movie. first off, since we are introduced to the werewolves, the Kiluit tribe, for the first time in this movie, I want to if you have not read the last book or the illustrated guide, you probably wouldn't realize they're not actually werewolves.
No, they're shifters.
Yeah, they're shapeshifters.
Yeah.
The werewolves are the children of the moon. They only turn on full moons. They lose control of themselves as wolves. The way they call themselves werewolves makes me so angry when they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that is my biggest thing. Also, Bella is a shield, which we'll learn later on. In this, we learn Jasper's powers, and he can control Bella's emotions like he can other people's emotions. The reason is his is a physical power. He's not even controlling your emotions. He's controlling your hormone levels.
Yes. Yeah.
So, how do you figure that out?
That's like, also, how does that work? Because the powers, other people's powers don't work. Like the brother that can numb all your senses, it doesn't work. And his is a physical power.
No, it's not a physical power. It's a mental power. He's blocking it via the brain. Same with the electricity and stuff and the pain. They're only making you think that there's pain.
You see electricity in her hand.
Yeah, but they literally say in the thing it's a mental power. So I don't know. So
yeah, make it make sense. What powers
make it
work
make sense? Because the whole point, she's only supposed to be able to block mental powers, not physical powers, which means Jasper controls your hormone. Can you imagine? Just be like, Jasper, I'm on this dose of SSRI. Can you fix that for me? Just go, so I don't have to take this med and all the side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just me?
Oh,
me happy.
Did she freeze for you?
Yeah. That's why I was like,
oh, what? What?
No, okay.
What? That's all I hear now.
Okay, you're back at the
what? Fuck you, internet. I'm like, I have the good internet. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, you could be like, oh, like, fix my chemical imbalance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I have a thyroid condition. Can you?
Yeah.
Fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it. He could do so good, and he's just busy being a
Confederate soldier. We'll get into that. Do we have any last things about New Moon before we move on?
No,
least favorite movie.
Okay, well, before we move on to Eclipse, we are gonna cut to an interview we did with a Twilight celebrity. And drum roll. I'll add a drum roll here. Mary.Alice.Brandon. She plays, she's a cosplayer from the Olympic Coven. They're the actual legit coven that goes to Forks Twilight Fest, and they actually do like the scenes every year and all that stuff. So if you've seen any of those pictures and you've seen Alice, you've seen Mary.Alice.Brandon, and so I'm really excited to show you guys this interview. We are so blessed that she was able to come on and talk to us. Luckily, she's a fellow Canadian, so I think that swung her. But thank you so much, Alice, and we'll cut to that interview. Okay, we have a very special guest. I was so excited when she responded to my DM and said yes, because I didn't even know she was Canadian, and I was like, oh my gosh, like we have a Canadian Twilight, celebrity here. I'm gonna bring on Mary.Alice.Brandon, the Alice Cullen cosplayer from Canada. That's a lot of C's. Hi, your real name is Vee. Why don't you just introduce yourself? Give us our listeners a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, that was a fantastic intro. Thank you so much. Was excited to hear from you too. Always love to meet up with fellow Canadians. But hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Vee Elle, and I am the official Alice Cullen character actor for the city of Forks, Washington, alongside my acting troupe, the Olympic Coven. So we are the world's premier Twilight acting troupe, and we bring to life Bella, Edward, the Cullens, Victoria and her bands of nomads, and Jacob for fans in Forks, Washington at Forever Twilight in Forks, which is probably the best Twilight fan festival there is in the real Forks, Washington. So yeah, blessed to do that and blessed to be here.
I just want to say I've been seeing your pictures from the last one that just happened, and I was so jealous. Like one of these years, we're
We
gonna
have
be
a
able
plan.
to go.
We have a plan. Yeah.
All right. I'm glad to hear you have a plan. It's not something you can kind of just, I mean, yes, you can just like show up in Forks if you're already in the area. But people who have some semblance of a plan typically have a better time because they come maybe during the festival, they have something to look forward to. I think the feedback tends to be when people go to Forks just like randomly is there's nothing to do and there wasn't as much Twilight stuff as I was anticipating. But if you come at the right time of year, there's a whole bunch of Twilight stuff to do with other Twilight fans, programming curated specifically for that. So come during the festival is all I have to say if you're planning.
Yeah, I saw it was actually really funny cuz we had Fan Expo here and then there was the Forks festival and Peter Facinelli was here for Fan Expo and then he was at our local karaoke bar down the street from me
Really?
with Seth Green.
Oh my
And I
God.
missed them because I didn't know. And then I see him live in Forks a day later, and I'm like, Peter, come on, man. You were so close.
And it's really funny. He was there with Kellen Lutz in Forks this year. And, you know, we had an opportunity to meet them. The festival's really good about, you know, letting the Olympic Coven and like volunteers and our staff and stuff meet the special guests, which is really cool. But then you have this moment where you're like chatting with them, right? And you're like, oh man, what do I say? Like, you're a person, I'm a person. And in some ways we're like colleagues because we're both working the festival, except obviously you're a celebrity and I'm not. Like, so I was talking to Kellen and I was like, oh, yeah, you know, just trying to make conversation. I was like, oh, I'm from, you know, Toronto and you were at Fan Expo last weekend. Like, I really wanted to go, but it's been kind of like a big month for me financially. Like, I just couldn't swing it. And he was like, you know, anytime like you ever want to come to these things, like just like hit me up in my DMs, like we'll get you tickets. And I was like, that is really nice of you. But also, I don't think I could ever do that. Like, I would feel so bad. Like, I don't know. It just feels like taking advantage somehow.
You're not taking advantage of him, okay?
Well, I don't know, but it's like then it's like you say that, but will you ever see my DMs? I don't know. He was a really nice guy, really cool, personable guest. Peter was really cool too. So I don't know if Peter was you know at the karaoke bar. I wonder if Kellen was like lurking somewhere close by.
Oh, I
thought
think
Ashley
Alice
was there. Ashley Green was there.
Yeah, Ashley
No,
Green was there.
it was because they were filming in Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so
cool.
he
Random.
was so close. He was so close. I was so upset. These two were like, "Get dressed, just run down there," and I was like in pajamas. It's like 12:30 at night. I'm like, they close in an hour. Like, I'm not going.
That's so fair.
So, how did you get into cosplaying Alice?
Yeah, you know, I read Twilight a lot, like January 2008. I was actually just reflecting on this for a blog post. I have a blog called goaskalicecullen.com, which is like kind of a cosplay blog trying to help other people who want to cosplay or, you know, want to know what Forks is like, want to know more about what I do. And I was kind of reflecting on like my 20-year Twilight journey, which is not quite 20 years. I didn't read Twilight when it first came out. Like I kind of got on the bandwagon, you know, when they were announcing casting for the film. So I read the book in January 2008 and got really into it and basically forced all of my friends to read it. And quite a few of them said, you know, when I was reading Twilight, I pictured you as Alice just based on the way she was described. They felt we had similar personalities, similar, you know, physicality. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So, you know, I went to the Breaking Dawn midnight release party in August of 2008. And I was like, it was like a prom theme and we were all going to dress up. So I was like, I'm going to dress as Alice. And I didn't have a visual reference for her. So I was like, I'm going to dress how I think Alice looks, right? But then, of course, the film came out and we knew what she looked like and we knew what her wardrobe was. And turns out it was pretty easy to find those pieces online. So I started building a wardrobe just because I was into cosplay. I was super into Twilight. You know, I'd been receiving these physical comparisons to Alice, more so her character. Like, I don't think I look like Ashley Green, and I will always be the first person to say, like, please don't think I'm saying I'm some like gorgeous celebrity beauty. That's not at all what I'm saying. But like from a transformation perspective, once you get like the makeup artist doing your look and like the costumes and the wigs and the contact lenses, like it is a pretty big transformation. And people get kind of like facial blindness, right? Like they remember the details and they don't really see exactly what you look like. They're just like, that's Alice, right? So it's like a cool transformative thing. So I started doing that and it was really fun. And there was a girl who had a blog called Inside Bella's Closet, and she was doing the same thing as me, except Bella. So I was like, I need to be friends with this girl. So I reached out to her over email, and we struck up a friendship over email. And after speaking online for like months, she was like, do you want to go to Forks with me? And I was like, yeah, I do. So we went to Forks in December of 2010, and it was for the Eclipse DVD release party in Forks. And they had it at like this lounge that was there at the time. It was like this, just like this event, you know, and it was really cool. And we were there for a week, and we were cosplaying the whole time. And it was just fun to run around town in costume and kind of live this like, you know, fantasy a little bit. And that was the point when, you know, we started meeting people from around town who were like, hey, we kind of want to make this a thing. Like, you know, there's this 1 day long festival. It was like 1 or 2 days long at that time. You know, super fan community run, like we're, you know, we want to make it a bigger thing. We want to have actors come in, like cosplay actors, to make this like Disney World for Twilight fans, so that you can come to the festival and meet Bella. You can meet a vampire and feel like the fantasy is real and you've immersed yourself in it. So the Olympic Coven was kind of formed around that concept, and we've been performing in Forks since 2011. You know, just kind of celebrated our 15-year formation as a group, and that's kind of how it got started. And, you know, we kind of built around like my Alice and her Bella. You know, we added Edward, Victoria, Rosalie, and now we're like this full cast of Cullens, you know, Victoria, her baddies, Jacob, you know, we had a Riley and a Bree this year. So it kind of expands and contracts to be, you know, whatever we need it to be every year. But it's been such a cool adventure, you know?
It's such like a creative concept, like cosplay, yeah, but then just like to create like a group, a
Like a-
trio,
a
you know?
community.
Niche. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a community. And the reason I love it so much is because like, this is not what I do. Okay, I guess you could say I do this professionally, but it's not like my profession. You know what I mean? Like I have a job, I have a life here in Toronto. I don't live in Forks. A lot of people think I do live in Forks. That's where I'm geotagging all of my stuff from. But like, you know, I have this life, but you know, growing up, I was always like, I was into performing arts, right? Like I was a singer, I sang competitively. I was doing theater and musicals in school, but there comes a time when like you're trying to choose a university, what you want to do for the rest of your life. And you're like, am I going to do this professionally? Am I going to pursue the arts and, you know, kind of try to make a thing of this? And for a lot of people, the answer is no, because, well, for whatever reason, it's too competitive. Like, you know, you love doing it, but like, it's not what you want to do. You know, the money's not there. But like something like this kind of allows me to continue performing in a way that it's like complementary to my life and not my whole life, you know? So that's what I really like about it. It's just provided this cool creative outlet where I can keep doing those things that I loved when I was younger and, you know, have it be this addition to my life that I can revisit and kind of dip my toes back into without having to like make it as a struggling artist, you know, which is like, that has its own romanticism to it, but like, you know, I need some stability. So
No, that's fair. I feel like that's what the podcast is kind of for us. It's like our little corner of the week.
Yeah. It's our hangout. It's the only time we really like
it's something
plan.
Yeah, it's like something cool you do with your friends, and it's like this cool creative outlet. And it doesn't need to be like monetized more than that, you know, like it doesn't need to be your career to be worth your time, you know?
No.
Okay, so speaking about like your life,
Yeah.
I did go through your About Me on Instagram, and it does
Mhm.
say you're married.
Yes.
What does your spouse think about all this?
He's so supportive of it. It's actually really funny. He really only saw me. Okay, so he works in like academics. So like the festival being in September, like he can't come to the festival. Like it's just like it's in the middle of school startup. And so he obviously knows that I do this, and he's seen the photos and everything. He knows all my friends, but he's never seen me like as Alice. And last year we went to the Twilight in concert, like the orchestra. And I decided to cosplay because like there's not a ton of like Twilight fandom events here. Like even like when the movies were a thing, like, you know, it just wasn't happening here the same way it was in the US, the fan camps and all of that stuff, the Hot Topic, whatever. Like it just wasn't a thing. So any opportunity I get, like I'm literally going to Twilight trivia like next week, and I'm dressing up because it's fun. I love to dress up, you know? So I was like, I'm dressing up for this concert. And I didn't expect anybody to know who I was. I just thought people would be like, cool costume. People knew who I was there, and they were like lining up to take pictures of me. And that was the first time he'd really seen that. And I think it just became like more real for him. Like it was like not this like abstract concept. Like I go away for a week and then I come back and I tell him about my adventures, but it's not something that he really sees. But he was like really proud. He was wearing a shirt with my face on it. He calls himself H. Cullen, which stands for husband. So
we love that. Supportive
king.
Supportive,
yeah.
Do you like consider like online presence? There's like the Ratties. Obviously, as a cosplayer, do you identify? You're like, oh, I'm a Rattie for sure.
I am a Rattie. I love the Twilight shipposting community. I think it's really funny, but they're also really cool. Like in like their politics, things that they support, the money that they raise for the Move to Higher Ground movement. And I think a lot of the content there is just really smart. So I am a Rattie, and I love the memification of Twilight. I love being able to make fun of things that you love, because that suggests that they're worth talking about and worth kind of dissecting. My friend Sarah Elizabeth wrote this book called Why We Love and Hate Twilight, and it's kind of,
I got that copy for Sonia.
Yeah,
so good. It's so good. And it's like it's this collection of essays for anybody who hasn't read it, and it's like kind of creating and building upon this idea that to love something is to hate it a little bit, because like everything has its own problems, right? But we don't hate it as in like we're not fans. It's like, no, we love it so much that like we want to talk about it, we want to dissect it. It's worthy of dissection. It's worthy of like kind of an academic lens, because Twilight has been dismissed for a really long time as like schlock for teenage girls. And first of all, what's wrong with schlock for teenage girls? But secondly, it is deeper than that. And it's okay to talk about it, the good and the bad, right? So yeah. I think the Ratties are good at that.
Yeah, like the Twilight fandom, the thing I love about it so much is because they recognize the bad. Like some fandoms are so like protective of their content. They're like, how dare you criticize, but Twilight fans are like, that was terrible. Like,
but we love it.
I literally saw a picture of someone's couple costume this year, and it's one guy is in the CGI like green suit.
Oh my gosh.
While Bella's like petting him.
It's funny. Like, yeah, we can love it, but like there are some things that probably even Stephanie Meyer looks at and she's like, oh, we could have done that better, and it's like, what's wrong with saying that? It's like, that doesn't mean we don't love it. It just means that like we can laugh about it, and I think that's cool.
I think part of it too is just Stephanie Meyer. Like, I just feel like every time she comes out with a new tidbit of information, like Sarah Elizabeth is really great with like her dissection of this, because it's like every little bit you're just like, that you just made it worse. You understand how you made it worse, right?
Yeah, but like, here's the thing about Stephanie Meyer. I've met her a couple of times. She's a really cool lady. Like, she's got this really like acerbic wit. She's like not at all, I think, what you would expect. Like, I think you would expect her to be like kind of soft and like a little bit romantic. Like, she's like witty, and she's kind of like Bella in the sense that like she doesn't think very highly of herself. Like, when she was at the festival this year, she was like, I don't know how people are still talking about this. Like, and I don't know how I specifically created something that like other people are still talking about. Like, I kind of feel like I stepped into someone else's life. And so like, you can kind of see like she's overwhelmed by it. And I think a lot of, her thoughts on it is she's like, this is deeply personal to her, right? She created something that's so real to her. So it's like, it seems maybe like it's a little bit difficult for her to like parse that like, criticism, or like, reflect on the fact that like she wrote some stuff that not everybody, it's not that people don't agree with it. It's just like some of it is straight up like problematic, especially through a wide lens, So I think that's probably really difficult for her to like process because it's so personal to her. But I don't know. Yeah, it's like it was cool spending like a little bit of time with her, but I can totally see why, it's worth dissection, because there's a lot to talk about,
There's so much. I mean, my favorite thing is that there's so many interesting characters in Twilight, and the story's not about any of them.
So true.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she created probably like the most like interesting side characters of all time. And like, even like the illustrated guide, I don't know how like deep you guys have dived into that, but like, like they're like the details are scant, you know. It's like, okay, like you made this up. Like, why don't we know Alice's birthday? You know, like I want to know what her astrological sign is. I think she's in Aries, by the way. Like, why are we missing certain details? Like, you made this up. Like, we're allowed to know this now, right? Like, this is like a companion thing. Like, we should know all the details. But even in that, it's like there's stuff missing, and I'm just like, why? We want to know these things.
Well, she's one of those authors where the characters talk to her, so maybe
sure.
Alice doesn't want her to know.
Maybe not. And she'll say it's because Alice doesn't know. But Alice, you know, she found all that info about herself in New Moon. You know, she did the research. She found her grave. She found her death date, right? So I don't know. Alice knows. So Stephanie should know. I want to know.
She'll do like an edit, like a revamp of the illustrated guide.
Just in the view of Alice.
Yeah, just Alice's version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Twilight Alice.
I kind of respect her in the sense that like she's got a license to print money and she's not doing it. Like she's got more money than God, to be clear. But like if she wanted to make a gazillion more dollars writing Alice and Jasper's story, people would buy it. But she's like not. She's like, listen, man, I'm focused on other things, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting for another book announcement from her.
I
Like
know.
there's always like tidbits that she's working on, but they're waiting for the announcement. So
Oh, yeah.
literally, she could
Oh,
just
yeah.
write anything.
And we would eat it up. And I think at the festival, you know, she was there and celebrating 20 years of Twilight, and I was glad she was there. It was a very cool spectacle. People were very much expecting her because she tends to drop new projects on anniversaries, right? So people were expecting her to tell us a little bit more or say like, hey, here's a straight up new book right here for you right now. But, you know, she talked about the Netflix adaptation of Midnight Sun, which was like very cool. She showed us some concept art. So there were some really interesting things like discussed, but I think anything short of a book was going to disappoint people. And there were some people who came out of it, they were like, that could have been an email. And like, you know.
Yeah, but it's okay. Sometimes emails can be said out loud. Like
That's true. And I was
had intense pictures that no one else could see.
That's true.
Yeah.
When there was a really cool Q&A and they did like some giveaways and it was like very fan driven. And it was like, I was personally like glad to be there, but you know, there were definitely some people in attendance who were like, I was expecting more, but it's like, well, I hope your disappointment around that doesn't like kind of drive the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were cool things and it was cool to see her. It'd been a long time since she'd heard, you know, anybody had heard from her. So it was still very cool, even if unexpected, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, I had a question. And I forgot it. Oh, I remember. While I was perusing your About Me, it said that you had a dream of becoming a published author.
Yeah.
Where are you on that?
Okay, so I wrote a book during the pandemic. It's a young adult urban fantasy. It's set in Toronto. And I got a literary agent. And so we spent some time editing the book. We sent it out on submission to editors. We got a lot of interest from editors. And then my agent, unfortunately, decided to leave the industry. So she was a junior agent at a smaller agency and really just kind of like starting out in her career. I had options, you know, of who I could sign with. And I wanted to sign with her because I was really romanticizing the idea of like building something with someone, right? Like me and you against the world on the come up, you know, and I really I loved that because I was like, listen, like you don't have a huge client roster. Like, you know, we can like spend a lot of time building something together and like, I'll have a lot of your attention. And I really liked that. But, you know, she had dreams of being an author herself. She wanted to go back to school, you know, so she kind of left the industry. So, you know, my book kind of died on submission to editors, which is really shitty because I spent a really long time writing it and it's like the book of my heart. And the really shitty thing was that her agency, like, you know, she had a roster of 3 or 4 other authors. And she'd like just sold her first books and everything, but like financially just wasn't viable for her to like stay in the industry. But her agency was like, listen, you know, we think you guys are better off like querying and trying to become agented somewhere else because like we're not doing you any favors by like inheriting you as authors. Like you really deserve an agent who feels really passionate about your work. And I totally understood that perspective. So right now the update is I'm writing a new book because once you have been on submission to editors, you know, your book, it's not really going anywhere. Like,
yeah.
you kind of have to come out with a new project. So I am working on something new. It's a young adult horror, which I'm really excited by. And from there, I can start querying again, try to get a new agent. Supposedly, it's not easier, but like there is some cachet to being able to say like I was previously agented, parted ways amicably, or my agent left the industry or whatever. Like that tends to like get you more, like not shoot you to the top of anybody's
Just gives you
list or
more
anything.
doors, right? Like,
Yeah, like
more
or like
opportunities.
yeah, like people may be more interested in like seeing what you've written, because they're like, well, somebody else thought your work was good enough to like represent, so like I'll take a closer look at your work. So maybe that'll make things easier, I don't know. But once I finish, I'm going to be going back into those trenches and starting the process all over again. So wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. I always say anyone that can finish a book, like, good for you.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's a lot to finish one book. I had
It is, yeah.
start like the first 10 pages of like 10 books before I'm done,
Yeah. Have you guys, do you have aspirations of writing, or have you like finished any projects,
Mine's
or?
almost finished, and then
Amazing.
Dawn Marie is almost done hers as well.
Okay,
Amazing.
I'm on 37 chapters, and then like I'm stalling because like life's just getting in the way. But I do want to go back and finish this book, because this is the furthest I've ever gone in writing, and it's like it's almost done. It's like I can taste it, but I'm like, life just keeps getting at me. So
what genre are you writing in?
Dark romance.
Ooh.
Stalker romance.
Okay.
Yeah, Dawn's big on book talk.
Yeah,
That's her niche.
I was gonna say,
That's
well,
her outlet.
it's popping right now. But do you have aspirations of like being published? Like, do you want to self-publish, or are you kind of
I'm
writing?
I'm gonna self-publish. That's
Nice.
what I'm gonna do. And then if a publishing agency approaches me after, depending on if it does good,
Yeah.
then I might go traditional. But at first, I'm gonna self-publish, I believe.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't feel like I have the skill set to self-publish. Like,
It's a lot.
It's
It's
a
a lot. So I did make a bunch of friends with a lot of authors who did start off as self-publishing, and there's just so much. You have to like market it yourself. And I'm actually good at that. It's the writing I'm having a problem.
that's fair. And I'm like, why am I like, maybe I could make a go of it. I've got like I don't have a small platform, like when you really think about it, but I'm like, for me, yeah, it's the writing. It's like the ideas are there, and then it's like I pre-write it in my head, and then it's really hard to like get out after that.
It is.
It's not even like writer's block. It's like, I don't know. It's just,
it changes. I've run the same story for the last 3 years. It's a novella. It should be done already, but like I just keep changing it. Like I promised Dawn Marie, like it was like 2 months ago. I'm like, Dawn Marie, I'm never changing anything. This is sticking to it. And then like it was like 3 weeks later, not even. I'm like, don't get mad.
Yeah, she's like, and I'm like, it's not my work. Why would I get mad at you?
Why would I get mad?
Don't get mad. I changed everything.
That's so funny.
So, but like, cause like you think, oh, it's a novella, it's easy, but like you need to get all the right information out there.
Yeah, in novella length, right? I think it's almost harder because you don't have the luxury of like space to play with, right?
Yeah, like direct, but giving enough information.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun though, even though I keep trying and like starting over and then giving Dawn Marie my stuff. And she's so sweet. Like she tries to like correct me in like the nicest way possible. She's like, listen, it's good, but it's good.
Well,
like,
okay, so she's writing in third person, which first of all annoys the F out of me. I really like first person. She writes it in third, so I have to get behind that. But then she's always like his, her, and I'm like, okay, take that out and put the name of that person in there every once in a while. You can't just always like, he did this and while she did that and his emotion. And I'm like, no, say their name. And then she's like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good note,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just really nice about it. But yeah, self-publishing. I'm like, I want this mostly for me. Like, I don't care if it'd be nice if other people read it, whatever. But like, mostly it's my project that I want done, and I've been working on for myself for like ever.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna self-publish it, and it's mine. So I can just be like, I did that for me.
Well, and see, it goes back to the creative outlet.
Yeah. I think it's important. People need to like put their creativity somewhere. Like we're not robots.
Yeah.
Well, and people need to have hobbies. Like what else are you gonna do? Like just sit at home and scroll through your phone all day? Like
Or
to be
read like off your Kindle, like
yeah, like to be clear, I do that, but like, but when I do that, I
all I
feel so
do.
much like I feel tired. You know, it's like because like your brain is like slowing down. Like if I'm writing, like I'll be wired all night because at least I'm like using my brain. You know, like it's like my cells aren't dying off one by one. Like
It's just life these days. Ugh,
I know.
It happens. It's fine.
But the only thing I hated about writing is the ideas that come in at like 3 a.m. and they wake you up and they nag at you like you need to put this down on paper.
Yeah, or like in the shower.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
I can't grab my phone. It's not waterproof. What am I gonna do?
And have you ever like I don't know if you use an iPhone or not. Like obviously everybody does, but like if it gets like a drop of water on it, all of a sudden it's like writing nonsense, and it'll like send to your boss by itself. Like that's actually happened to me.
It's the water, like the spot will roll down the screen and it just touches everything and then it goes haywire. I've done that. Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to finish my novel. I'm going to get out of the shower when I get that idea. It's going to write itself, and then
whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. That'd be a great novel idea. Just
the water writes
let the water write it. Yeah. You call it something deep like H2O. People are like, "What's this book? What's it about?"
Is gibberish.
I think we really got something here. I don't know.
Okay, I have one last question. Books or movie?
Books
or movies?
Books, always. And I think it's because I am a writer and I do consider myself a creative. Like I feel like I never want to be spoon-fed someone else's imagination. Like I kind of want to like come up with it myself. And like certainly if we're talking like Twilight books versus movies, like yeah, there are some really iconic scenes. There's some great characterization. Like I think the movies have gone farther than like the books maybe ever will, because like I guess it's just more accessible, right? And it's like visual. A lot of people like to have that visual stamp on something. A lot of the people who come to the festival have only ever seen the movie, and that's okay. That's, there's no right or wrong way to be a fan. But for me, I like to see it play out in my head, like a movie, except one that I'm directing and casting. Maybe that's arrogant, but I don't know.
No, I prefer the same.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
definitely. Do you have your original copies of the Twilight books?
You know what? I don't, because when I got them, I was living with my grandma, and I moved out of her house and into like my boyfriend's house at the time, now my husband. And like I kind of just left all my stuff there, because it's like I was like lugging stuff on the subway and like, just the stuff that I could carry to his place basically. So like I got used to like not having a ton with me, and it's like there was a lot that was left behind in my old room. And so she kind of just like got rid of stuff, and I think my Twilight copies were like a casualty of that. But like I am, rebuying like the pretty new editions and everything. I was really lucky, actually. I was able to meet some people from Stephanie's publisher at Little Brown when I was at the festival this year, and they sent me just this beautiful box full of like ARC like novels from their new their new adult imprint, and like some young adult stuff that like feels like Twilight that they thought I would like. So I'm going to unbox that soon. I'm really excited. And they also sent me the new like pretty like slipcover version of Twilight, like the pink one.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I was lucky enough to get at the festival as well, like a signed copy from Stephanie of like the new black version. But I still want to get the set, like the full set. I think it's beautiful. But yeah, I guess if you don't have your old stuff, it's licensed to buy new stuff. So
yeah,
exactly.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to use this time to like plug your stuff, I know you plugged your blog, but you can I'm going to put all the links in the comments below. So whatever.
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram as Mary.Alice.Brandon. So for those of you who don't know Alice's backstory, her real human name was Mary.Alice.Brandon. And I don't know why I chose that as my screen name. I think it was just available. Alice Cullen was not. So I was like, we're going to be Mary.Alice.Brandon. We're going to be a bit of a deep cut. So I'm also Mary.Alice.Brandon on TikTok, but it's all one word, no periods. There's no consistency in my branding, and I've just really come to terms with that. My cosplay troupe is the Olympic Coven, all one word, on Facebook, Instagram. And then I also have my blog, which I mentioned, which is Go Ask Alice Cullen. So it's kind of my space for long form content, just like talking about the fandom and cosplay and offering tips and kind of retrospectives. So that's where you can find me. I hope you do find me. Feel free to follow me. And if you do follow me, seek out my content because Instagram doesn't show you shit anymore. So
I know.
check it out.
Thank you so much again for coming on. We finally can say we had a Twilight celebrity on. Like, especially because you're Canadian. We're big on having Canadian guests, and that's hard to come by sometimes around
Yeah,
here, so-
absolutely. Thank you for calling me a celebrity. I don't know if that's true, but
in Canadian numbers, I feel
Canadian.
like it's true.
Yeah. After 50, you're celebrity.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, for me, I'm like, you know what? I'm a fan who is doing cool stuff in service of connecting with other fans. And that's really how I look at it. So I've got like a really cool following, but I think if I ever started to think of myself as a celebrity, I might actually go insane. Like,
Fair.
I'm a Leo. My ego cannot handle it. It's already up.
Same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who
You
are
get it.
you again? I have no idea who you are actually.
That's right.
Wow. You don't need to insult me.
Thank you so much again for coming on. And yeah, make sure to go check out Mary.Alice.Brandon's content.
Thank you.
And we're back. So let's go to the next movie, Eclipse.
Okay. I got my spooky flashlight. Okay, so we have the third movie in this saga. We have Double the Wolves, and we don't know why. Edward and Bella are still in high school. There's a bunch of new vampires being made because Victoria's pissed off. James went looking for a fight and lost. The Wolves and the Collins family learn how to fight from the guy who fought to keep the slaves. There's a fight. The Wolves and the Collins won. There's a high school graduation. Somehow Bella got to graduate, missing 3 months of school. That's my...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a small town. They're not grading on a curve. They're like, we need the funding. All children go like they pass, you know?
And the whole movie is Bella denying Edward she wants to marry him, but she got so depressed that but the whole time she's like, just change me first.
They
like,
kind of touch on this in the movie, but the big thing is she didn't believe in the institution of marriage because she thought Charlie didn't believe in the institution of marriage because he never remarried. Like, Renee remarried. He never remarried or anything like that. That's why she, like, later on, like, asked him, like, like, why? And he was just all like, I believe in marriage, just I never found the right woman again. Until later. But like, yeah, so it was more like the institution of the thing. She thought, agreeing to be a vampire, I feel like was like enough of a commitment, which I agree.
That's a pretty
Well, that is a big. But like okay. Fun before I met you guys, and before me and Chris were even engaged, before I was pregnant, he was like, let's buy a house. And I said, that's a 35-year commitment, and I'm not even your fiance. Like, that seems like a lot. Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, but like, we need to be moving on a path. I need all the financial contracts in an order. Like, I'm not moving into a house as a roommate.
Yeah.
And so then we got married. See, contracts. I viewed it like Bella, I guess.
Yeah. Like, but did you guys live together for a while before you got married?
No. Well, I mean, I guess yes. Like, we didn't get engaged till like 4 years in, but we didn't live together until like almost like 2 years. Like 16 months. I think we moved in together.
Or then how long when you bought a house?
We bought a house when I was pregnant with Lyric, and she's 7 now.
Oh, okay. So that was like right away. Like, you got pregnant, bought a house, and then
we got engaged. I got pregnant while I was engaged, and then we bought a house while I was pregnant.
And then
we got married after the pregnancy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like it was like he really wanted a house.
Yeah, he was like hard. Yeah. He's like, I'm getting this fucking house. First, I have to knock this bitch up.
No, I have to propose, then knock the bitch up.
Yeah, there's an order to things. I did it wrong the first time, apparently.
He's like, look, I gotta propose, and then I gotta really seal that deal in case that doesn't work through. So I gotta like knock her up, and then like it's set, right? So now we can buy the house, and then just to like finalize more shit, we'll get married.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
And before that, when we released music together, we had music contracts. So contracts on contracts, just
all the contracts.
Protect yourself, women.
Bella
didn't.
That's not how it worked in my relationship. Like Kyle and I were just like friends. We weren't even dating, and then we were engaged. And then that was it.
Well, if it helps, like Edward didn't get a prenup.
No.
Yeah, and he was
like
worth
think
so
of
much
all
money.
So much money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do best scenes. Dummery.
Okay, I only got to watch like a half an hour of this before my internet fucked up, and then that was it. So, my favorite scene would be when so the wolves and the vampires have this like treaty thing, and where they have to now like pass off Bella for protection because they can't all just watch her at the same time. And so like as Edward is like, they're doing like this like man thing where like he's passing her off, he's like, I love you, whatever, and like kisses her, and then freaking Jacob like grabs her and he hugs her. He's like, hi, beautiful. Like she's getting attention of two men. I was like, I'm kind of jealous because I kind of want that, but like it's toxic as fuck, but like I get it.
Yeah, I mean that's why we all loved it. Like, well, like my teenagers loved it because they're like, like this was like the start of like probably a lot of dark romance readers, like
the white
obsession.
shoes. The white shoes was there.
Yeah,
like I should just get both. Like why pick one?
And if you read like Stephanie Meyer's like when like or watch her interviews, she literally says like the end was always going to be the end. But she was forced. Like, this is probably why people don't dislike it less. She was forced almost to create more of a Jacob romance storyline.
Yeah.
And it was like I get it, but also, hear me out. There was Team Vampire, Team Werewolf. When I was in high school, every time I was like, I'm Team Human. Mike seems fine.
I don't know. He cried at the movies.
Yeah, he was not
He got the flu. He literally was like vomiting and having a fever.
No, he had a weak stomach over the movie because he couldn't handle it.
But he ended up getting the flu that the first person was sick with. Like in the book, they literally said that Mike ends up missing school and everything like that. Like that's why he was getting sick. And so she thought Jacob had the flu that was going around.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of the characters ended up getting it.
Who cries having the flu?
Yeah.
A white man?
I feel like so dismissive of people's feelings right now, but like,
okay, he's the only one that wasn't like when she was out dating whatever, he still hung out with Edward and invited Edward to the table to hang out. He never threatened to kill Edward. Jacob has done. He never threatened to kill Jacob. Edward has done. He's never controlled Bella in any way. He's never essayed Bella. I think the one other guy, Eric, did. And the other guy, but Mike never like grabbed her. Mike was respectful asking her out. Like Mike had one bad day at the movies when he was sick with the flu. Like, come on. And by the way, Mike wanted to go see the rom-com, but she didn't want to. So what did he do? He went to the movie she picked.
Yeah, he was nice. He went because she wanted like the scary, maybe she'll see she's a psychopath. Like
she wanted to feel special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special. Team Mike. I can see being Team Mike.
Yeah. So I was always like Team Human. I'm like, her life would be so much easier because she doesn't have to marry him, have his baby, die. Like it's so easy. She could just date him for a little bit and then leave and go to college.
Start her life. How it should have ended. There used to be this like internet, like Facebook, whatever thing where YouTube, that's what it was, where it was like how it should have ended. And it always like made fun of movies, like how they should have ended. I haven't seen much of them lately, but like it was always fantastic. Like just turn Bella right away. How it should have ended, but like another how it should have ended. She should have just ended with Mike, I guess.
Yeah, just
But-
walk away, Mike.
Yeah, like that's always been my thing. You know, I was always team human from the get go, but what do I know? I'm not a brunette.
That's right. What do you got against brunettes, bitch?
Nothing. That's just how Bella is written. She's just a white brunette white girl. I don't know.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
I don't know.
I have. Are we doing best scenes? What are
Yeah.
we doing?
Yeah, best scenes.
Okay. Getting into the backstories of the other characters. So, like, we've
Yes.
talked about this before. Like, the other characters have way better stories than the main characters of the movie. We learned that Jasper. The reason there's no black people in the movie is because Jasper hates them. And
He's a proud Confederate soldier.
yeah.
Even when he says it, he gets an accent. It's like, come on.
Yeah, and he fought the losing side, thank goodness. But he turned into a vampire, and he had to fight all these other baby vampires, and he has scars because apparently vampires can get scars if other vampires give them scars.
Yes.
Which
the
again-
Venom thing.
Which, like, I guess whatever. And then you hear about Rosalie and how she's the best fucking vampire out of all of them because she like kills right away. Well, obviously she gets like she is allowed. I feel like her story is those people get what they deserve. But like she's never ever wanted to feed on a human.
No.
Like everybody else had to like fight it or whatever, but she, like I feel like she has more restraint even more than Bella.
Yes,
Like-
they literally are like, oh, Bella has super restraint. And I'm like, did we forget about Rosalie?
Yeah.
And like she was like, oh, I guess I like the theatrics because she literally killed her ex-fiance in the wedding dress.
yes.
Like she like not only prepared for it, she dressed up, she murdered them, and then didn't drink their blood.
Yeah.
Bella just like ran from a hiker that got a small fucking rock cut, you know? And like it's like that's what I'm thinking. Like Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, if you're listening, she's written terrible backstories of all her female characters, all terrible. Not one of them scathed from any trauma, especially by men. But then you make them all shit, and then you just put all your banks into Bella,
Who is a
Well, she
boring
had
narcissist?
neglectful parents, but they still could afford to feed her and fly her between states. That's pretty good,
Yeah.
I feel.
At
Yeah.
a bare minimum, but yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's bare minimum, but it's not like to the abusive point. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like I see how you could have some trauma, but then also like not as much trauma as Rosalie, Alice, Esme, Leah Clearwater.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, oh, and then people are just like, oh, I can't believe she's so upset about that. Dude, you're like pining over like a girl who doesn't want you. Like, get over it.
And not even doesn't want you, is literally with your sworn enemy. She has to live in the pact with her. Okay, first off, they don't mention, but Sam's fiance is her cousin.
Yeah.
So like that's her cousin. So they're like, so you kind of lose your family and your boyfriend at the same time, who you expected to spend your life with, and then you also have to read all his thoughts. So anytime he's having sexy time,
yeah, you're there.
you're
my God.
there. Fucking tragic. But yeah. Eclipse was interesting. Eclipse is always like an interesting one for me.
Yeah. Well, like a little problematic one was like when Jacob kisses her without consent and
Mhm.
like she punches him and then everybody like it's just joked about afterwards. Like, aha, you broke your hand. First of all, not even caring that she broke her fucking hand, but the fact that this guy was like, oh, like haha, you hurt yourself punching me in the face when I did something wrong. And then she continues to spend time with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's even with like even her own father.
Yes,
defends
that's
it.
what I have. Like, yeah, where ACAB Charlie, he was like, haha, you know,
All Charlies are bastards.
yeah.
Well, and like I literally have here, like when it comes to like Jasper, I said like being a Confederate soldier, if he had have learned, you know, if he like came out of it and he was like, man, I was so wrong back then. I was on the wrong side of history. Like this is not like I should have, you know, like if he had of any sort of no, he goes, well, I was the youngest general in the you know Confederate cavalry. It's like you're proud.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
to say I fought in this war. Like, maybe not be like, heck yeah. Like,
Don't have an accent change when you're saying something. I feel like the minute you code switch like that, maybe like reflect. Like, why are you doing that?
why are
like,
you more Southern all of a sudden?
yeah, like that's interesting. I really my problematic is the fact that they recast after two movies. They recast Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she wasn't in the second one at all.
No, she was. She
Yeah,
was
she
in the
was.
water.
Oh, but wasn't she recast in that one too?
Nope.
Nope.
That was the original actress.
And she what's it called in the woods?
She was running from the wolves and stuff. Yeah. She was
was
just
in
doing
it.
like those kind of scenes while they're in so that's the supplement when they're talking about her. But it was the original actress from the first one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they recasted her just for the third one with a more popular actress.
At the
that does-
time.
And it's like, it wasn't even like that popular. It wasn't like Angelina Jolie. You know, like I could understand if I'm in a movie and I'm in the first two and then they recast me with Angelina Jolie. I'm like, okay, you know what?
Yes.
Fair.
But a director's daughter
Yeah.
who like did okay. Like she's an okay actress. Like she's pretty like bland, but like okay. But like she only got the part because like her dad is friends with somebody else kind of thing. It was like a very nepo type thing.
And they already had the like, and like that's the thing is like the first Victoria, I loved her. She had a little redhead smirk to her, you know, like a little
Yes.
and I was like, oh my god, like that's gonna be so good. Because the one thing, if you don't, so we watched the first two movies and you keep viewing how men can manipulate women, right? And then we get to Eclipse and it's all how women manipulate men.
Too much manipulating regardless.
Too much. All
Yeah.
manipulation. But it's like in this one, it's like, you know, it just takes women whispering in your ear and you're going to do bad things. You're going to do so many bad things. They're going to tell you they love you. They don't really love you, but you're still going to do bad things. And they're like showing this with like multiple, like, this is why Jasper did bad things, even though he's still a proud Confederate soldier. But no, he only did bad things because of a woman whispering in his ear. And the guy that Victoria bit for her little army is only doing bad things because she's whispering in his ear. And then it's like, then you go to the indigenous tribes where it's like the husband only lived because his third wife stabbed herself. It's like, okay, like why are women doing everything?
Mm-hmm.
They're just holding everything together. Do you think Victoria's like power is like suggestion?
No, her power is hiding. It's in the illustration guide. So Stephanie Meyer loves to add so much trauma to her characters. Victoria actually would be an awesome character for her to write about. It's basically like her and her sister lived in like a house or whatever with like a master and they like cleaned and stuff. And like her older sister would get like essayed or whatever, and they would like clean, and then and like her older sister was trying to protect her from the master, and Victoria was so good at hiding. She would hide around the house, no one could find her, and then her older sister disappeared until her older sister came back and was a vampire and like saved her kind of and got her changed and stuff like that. And then she started like finding out that she could like hide really good. So that's how she met James, because James was tracking her and she was hiding. And so he got more attracted to the fact that he has trouble finding her and she would hide. Yeah, so that's one reason. It's like she's just good at. She's very
Hide and
elusive.
seek kink.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally it. And like that's one reason. It's like that's how she was able to figure out the. She was like she knew Edward could read minds and Alice could tell the future, so she figured out ways around it because her whole thing is she's very elusive and she's good at hiding. So that
What happened to
literally
her
was her power.
sister? If her sister's a vampire, why aren't they together?
I think she died at some point. I don't
Vampires
know.
are easily
Victoria's
killable.
been around for like 400 years. Like she's like old, from like the 1600s, if I remember correctly.
The Volturi did it.
Yeah, like probably. Like that was the whole thing. Like they've been around for a while. Like it was her and James for a while, and then eventually they found Laurent and they went around along with him. But then Laurent becomes a mate of one of the Cullen clan later on. So it's like it's all interconnected. It's like you feel like it's worldwide, but the vampire like area is actually very small.
Yeah, the amount, which is good because they're all murdering everybody all the time.
Yeah, like we've watched other movies this year where there was more vampires, I guess, and they like take over all the humans. So I guess it's not so bad.
Yeah, I think we yeah, it's all of it. Any last
Okay, I have one last thing. I just wanted to say when Bella talks about changing and like how she's gonna like how should talk to her parents in this movie. I just want to say Bella has every right to go no contact with her parents.
Yeah,
They're both very neglectful her whole life, so I don't even think she owes them a reason if she just left and said, "I don't want to talk to you anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was my big thing. I was like, I feel like you could just leave. Like I don't think you owe these people that much. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's my it for Eclipse.
All right, Dawn. We are doing Breaking Dawn.
We are doing
One and
Breaking
two
Dawn
at the same time.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
We're
It
double
didn't even
fisting.
need to be 2 movies.
No,
it
didn't.
It didn't. So the summary is finally Bella and Edward get married, which we knew was coming. She finally caved and she's like, yeah, okay, we'll fucking do it. We'll get married. And so they get married. And then they go away on their honeymoon to the island Esme. And on the island, they consummate the marriage. They do the do. And he breaks the headboard, which is everyone knows about that scene. And then roughly like literally 2 days later, she figures out she's pregnant, which isn't normal because like, yeah. But then then they have to bring her back and they figure out that like the pregnancy is just rapidly growing and it's getting her sick and she's having like cravings of blood instead of food. And we're going to get into the second part too. So, the Wolf Clan finds out and they're just like, this is abomination. Don't do this. Like it's going to kill Bella. And it does, in fact, kill Bella, but they turn her. She finally becomes a vampire, which what she wanted anyway. She has the baby, which Rosalie is like super protective of. And then we all find out that Jacob imprints on the baby, which if you figured out in the new moon about what imprinting was. So now he's imprinted on the baby, which obviously Bella, rightfully so, gets pissed because like that's a fucking baby.
Imprinting is non-sexual. I don't know what you're implying. Sarcasm. I roll.
My eyes rolled
roll.
hard. Okay. So anyway, and then they're still fighting this like army, but then there is a rumor that about Renesmee, like the baby, like that they turned her and not like instead of giving birth, and it's an abomination, and the Volturi is gonna come now, and it's a whole fucking thing. And then they find out there is another vampire that gave birth to another vampire. And so they're learning all that. And they find out Renesmee. They find out, oh, what else? I forget. Fuck. My brain just like skipped. It just went. Anyway, that's pretty much the premise of the story. There's a big fight with the Valtori, or at least it was a premonition, wasn't it? I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't real. It was not fucking real. And yeah, so that is the movie.
Yeah,
Did I
Aro
miss
had to play
anything?
politics there. He had to go, oh, I only saw this. So how do I relay this to the rest that doesn't make me look weak, but also,
Yeah.
me look strong.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I think I covered the movie.
No,
Like,
you did. Literally,
Okay.
the last 20 minutes is just the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah, favorite parts, worst parts. Jessica, what's your favorite part?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I will be honest. A lot of my, the first movie is so much better than all these. Okay, my favorite part in this one is more so for what I imagine the reactions to be if you never read the book. So, I saw the first movie before I read the books.
Okay.
But then after I saw the first movie, I read all the books. I actually borrowed them I got the first one as a Christmas gift, borrowed them all from friends. And
By the way, I did the same thing. I watched the movie, then read all the books.
Yeah, so the first movie is the only movie I saw before I read a book.
Yeah.
By the time the other ones came out, I had already read the books. So when I had read Breaking Dawn, and then the movies came out. And when the first movie came out, and like the Carlisle scene, at the end, during the fight in the second one when his head is ripped off and people are like, oh my god, he's dead, they killed Carlisle. In my head, I'm like, fucking idiots. You think they do that? They literally showed for so many movies that Alice can tell the future. You're so dumb. So, like, watching, like, people's reaction to that in the theater back then, I was like, this must be what it feels like to be God. Like, to know what's gonna happen.
That's like
before it happens.
That's my worst. My worst scene is the fight scene was fake. Like,
You know what? Fair. Same.
Yeah, no.
Same.
In the book, when I read the book, I was like, this is 99% talking. Like, they actually added fighting to the movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they added,
That's where
they had
the
to
whole
add,
budget went.
like, it was all just dialogue, which is fine when you're reading, because dialogue doesn't necessarily feel boring when you're reading, but when you're just watching two people talk, it's, boring. And so, like, I was like, how are they going to make this interesting? And then I was, like, watching, like, the fights and stuff, and I was like, oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, no one knows this isn't real. This is awesome. Like, it was, I feel like for Breaking Dawn, a lot of people didn't read before, at least in the theater. At least when I saw it in the theater. And I only saw them all in theater because, like, I had a friend that was really into them. And she dragged me to the first one, which is how I even saw them. I heard vampire romance, and I'm not a romance person. And so I was like, not for me.
We like vampires.
Well, even I was like, I'll go because you're my friend. Like, that's fine. I got enough scene points. Like, that's fine. You know what I mean? And so that's how I saw the first one. And then I felt so bad because I remember talking shit about it. And then my dad actually had got me Twilight for Christmas, but I had already been talking shit because I thought he didn't like romance. So I was like telling my dad, I was like, oh yeah, romance is so stupid. And then he got me it, and I was like, that was. It's such a great book, which is how I read it. That's why I read it. It was a progress. Like, being into Twilight was like a process for me. It's like I had to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to learn
Yeah, I had to
like
learn.
it.
I had to learn.
Just learn to like it.
I watched Twilight before getting the books, and I only it was the only movie out at the time, and I was living at Sonia's. I'm like staying in the basement on my laptop and I'm watching this movie. I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest movie ever. Like, back then I thought it was so good. I was like, I love this. This is amazing. I can't wait to get the books. And so I got the books. And then I read New Moon and I was so pissed. I was so pissed reading New Moon and I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to finish these. I did. But so then when the movies came out, I almost did not go see them just because I knew I fucking hated New Moon so bad with a passion that I didn't even want to see the movie. But I mean, of course you do, right? Like you have to see it. If you read it, you have to see it. So I did. But
The only one I didn't see in theaters was Eclipse. I didn't see that one in theaters.
I didn't see that one either. I seen Breaking Dawn 1 and 2. I didn't see New Moon in theaters. I seen it when it came out.
New Moon in theaters, yeah.
I didn't see Eclipse in the theaters, but I did see Breaking Dawn 1 and 2. I was like, no, you have to. Like, it's the final. You have to fucking watch it.
Okay, it's so bad. New Moon, I hated that book. It took me twice as long to read New Moon than it did to read Breaking Dawn, okay? Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like the worst part is like the 3 pages where they show her depression just with the dates. I was like, this is so great. Like that was
the best part.
Yeah, and then I saw the movie in theater and I was like, oh, this movie is my favorite movie, like at the time, because in comparison to the book, it was the way better option.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, going back and, like, now having read all the books, seeing all the movies, I'm like, oh, no, it's still not my favorite. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with Jacob. It just has to do with the fact that we all know it's forced.
Yeah. Yeah.
I read the books because Dawn Marie had the book.
Yeah. So I let them do her. I was like, read the books. And she's like, okay.
I did. And I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's a young adult.
And then right after, fucking True Blood came out, and then we fucking watched that and read all those books.
We fucking read those books like they were going out of style. Well, like one after the other.
And then we would
notes.
wait years. Like we would like it would take another year before the new one from Charlie Harris would come out, and me and Sonia were like salivating. We're like, we need the next book.
Yeah, she was
Eric Northman.
Not a very good writer. There's so many mistakes and stuff in her writing.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
but it's so good. Sorry, I love
it's
her
fine.
story.
The Twilight books are the same. Like she'll have periods where her writing is so succinct and so metaphoric, and she's using such like deep dialogue, and then there'll be other parts where she reuses the same word 6 times.
Yeah.
Like Stephanie Meyer's is very all over the place. I do love all her cameos in these movies, and that's one of my favorite scenes is just the cut to her in the wedding in Breaking Down Part 1. She's like, and it's like, we don't know who she is. If you don't know who Stephanie Myers is, you're just seeing this random woman who you may have seen briefly in the other movies. The main one I remember is her in the diner before the ketchup bottle, just taking her order or whatever. But it's like, that's my favorite scene, just Stephanie Meyer going,
hi,
like waving to Bella, like
they're best friends now.
Yeah, well, I mean, she created her, I guess, but it's like. We're watching. We don't know that.
And like, it's a different actress.
For what?
It's like for the waitress. So like, she's the waitress, but then there's like a main.
Oh
waitress.
no, Stephanie Myers isn't the waitress. She's the one sitting in the booth.
Oh,
like she's just a cameo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a brief. She does brief cameos throughout the movies. I don't know if she does them in New Moon clips. I didn't pay that much attention. The main ones I know are the diner in the first movie, and she's just sitting there getting her plate. Like she's not, it's a cameo. She's just kind of, You don't know who she is unless you know what Stephanie Myers looks like, and then just her in the wedding going, just waving, like in the pew as Bella's like point of view is walking past, and I was just like, yeah, okay, Stephanie, I see you.
So my favorite scene is not a scene at all, but it's not. So it's the community that come together to talk about Ratatouille. Like, just like the whole like rat sewer posting and like how her name is always different and like how everyone's like this fucking CGI was shit. Like just the community she created with being a ridiculous CGI baby.
The
Like,
doll of Renaissance that's in the museum.
Yes.
Like it's like she's like looks like she's melting.
Yes.
I feel like there was a better way.
Yeah.
Maybe hologram. Like I feel like that might be best.
I feel like if they can change the actress that plays Victoria, they could change the baby over the years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They should need to do like a remastered version where they fucking fix the baby.
Fix the baby.
Hashtag fix the baby. Like
Fix it.
just fix it.
My favorite has to be Jacob calling Renesmee Nessie. I was like, that's supposed to be your imprinted love life, and you're like Nessie, like the Loch Ness monster. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that he called her that. I was like, yes. That is my favorite.
I love how your favorite scene is like my entire least favorite plot line in this whole entire thing.
That was it.
Well, it's just the whole imprinting thing. That would be cool if there was like an age limit, I feel. And he's always like, I'll just be her best friend and her brother and like whatever, right? Like it's just kind of like that idea of like just whatever she needs at that time. It's definitely not for to sleep with her or anything. And then we find out at 7 years she's gonna be fully physically grown. Like that's
And they fucking bone. That's like so gross. I feel like that's Celine Dion's marriage, where like she's like in denial still. She's like, I was never groomed. You are a victim, honey.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, you were.
yeah, you well, you don't want to admit that you like wasted your whole life and that you're more and like he's dead now.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
but still, you could be like, oh my god, I'm a survivor. I lived through that.
I feel like
like-
some people their psyche can't handle it because they like no, they only have limited life left. It's like you want to live it naive.
He's like the only thing she ever learned. No.
Yeah.
Right? So like her brain is like,
fried.
yeah.
It's
Fucking closest thing to Bella there is, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say, okay, I've been joking this whole time that it's only been physical age. Ho, ho, ho. But like, okay, there's this line in Breaking Dawn Part 2 where she's still a child, okay? Rigatoni's still a child, okay?
Yeah,
Tony.
Still a child, okay? And Jake, at the end of the movie, makes a joke to Edward saying, should I start calling you Dad?
Yeah. So like he plans on boning her.
He plans.
As
Well,
soon
now
as
he
he's
knows. He know. This is after they talk to the other tribe, so he knows. He's like, oh, 7 years old. I can wait that long. Sure. Sure.
Yeah, like that's so fucking gross. I'm gonna watch you grow up. I'm gonna change your diapers, and then we're gonna bone. Like, no, that's so bad.
If I have to clean your shit before we're boning, I probably am not gonna be into it.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Yeah,
clean your shit after we're boning.
right? Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're already boning and you need some help. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not and like to be fair, this is also double-sided. I'm not expecting you to clean my shit before we bone.
Yeah. Don't.
I feel like there's no romance anymore. Like if you are cleaning my bum before we're boning, we're probably never boning.
Yeah,
like
like I
that's-
feel yeah.
That's just gonna ruin it. Like there's no coming back from that.
Unless we're like 25 years in and you're like 60 years old. I
Have you
feel
never
like
boned?
well, no, I'm saying like later on, we've been boning for 20 plus years, and
Oh,
now
yeah.
you need your ass wiped. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
like
yes,
this is when I
yeah.
can, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, but
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
that's
like,
that's end game, right? Like
Right,
that's end game,
exactly.
Like, no pre-game, no shit.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. I was.
hire a nurse.
Okay, you want to hear something really gross? Like I already was boning Dave at this point, but I was only like 17. I had the worst flu ever. This is before we had kids. Anyway, I had the worst flu ever. It's coming out both ends. Like, I'm sitting on the toilet. My tub was beside my toilet, and I'm leaning over into my tub to puke. David had to come in and hold my hair while I'm puking and shitting at the same time. And he is 16 years old. He stayed with me and he got me pregnant after that. So you know what? I should have knew that he was a keeper then.
Men don't care.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, you know what? Like, I stuck my dick inside her once or twice by this point, and
Yeah,
we're in
but
it for good.
It was like a first dick time thing.
Yeah, we're
There
each
you
other's
go.
first.
He was
Yeah.
like, it was a you cast a spell. It's like
did.
a
Magic.
spell
My
binding
magic box,
dick,
my
yeah.
Pandora box was like,
Magic
you're gonna do
vagina.
some weird shit with me now. Like, you're in it.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
was no leaving. There wasn't a choice in that, I feel.
No.
Well,
That's
like,
fair.
Yeah. It's
Well,
fine.
and like I want to be honest, like if you were said if this story was reversed, I would have been like, you should have left him. But like because it's
You
it's the
should have
other
fucking
way.
walked away.
Yeah, I would have been like, he's
Dick
making
out
you
there.
clean his ass only after having sex like twice. Like, what is this? Like, you're 16, you have the life at your oyster. Go clean ass. Like, you don't have to clean ass, but like because it's reversed, I'm like, no, you're fine. You're fine.
That's
it's fine.
perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, you want a
Yeah.
man that cleans your ass. Actually,
Yeah, at
You
16.
do at any age, but like you do.
you want a man that's comfortable cleaning your ass and eating your ass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's right. Not at the same time, because
Well, maybe he wants to make sure it's clean before. And you know what? I would not.
centipede. No.
I didn't say. Okay, I said clean. You said human centipede. I feel like this is where you're getting
I
gross
think the
again.
cleaning. Yeah, I think the cleaning of the ass is getting a little different between you two.
Yeah, I'm like, let's just clean it up and then I'll eat it. You're like, no, human centipede, multiple ass
Literally
eaters.
thinking eating ass is cleaning ass.
You're like, if we're eating ass, there's at least 3 people involved. Okay.
Menage a trois.
You're like, I can't eat ass alone. There's too much for everybody.
Humans are social creatures. We eat as we hang out.
You have a group chat.
It's like TikToks where, oh, the activity finally leaves group chat.
Oh my god, we should do that. Like the group activity finally leaves group chat and we're just all pretending to eat each other's ass. Just human centipede it.
I'm not making that TikTok, guys.
You can be front. Sonia will be middle and I'll be the end. It's fine.
I can participate both things.
Yeah, you get to do both. I feel like that's what you would do in the situation.
I don't want FOMO. I get to be the eater and the feeder.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I can't be one or the other.
I need all. I need it all.
I'm missing out, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine Edward eating out? Like
No.
he's like eating ass. Like they don't shit, so it's probably always pristine.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess. But like, I feel like their sex life might not be the greatest. Like, if he's not like, maybe for the next 30 years, because she has to try to like maybe wear him down a little. Like, he has no finger bang experience. There was never any foreplay. They just went straight to like sandpaper dick on your fucking vagina.
Well, it's just like porcelain on porcelain. Like
Yeah.
like their body is described as like glass.
Yeah, I
Oh.
hate that sound.
Like
When
the
like
sound, yeah, I was like-
glassware clanks together, I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
And it's like they never get to sleep and stuff. And he makes the Rosalie joke. Like Rosalie and Emmett took like 10 years before they calmed down. And it's like, yeah, well, their relationship didn't start with war. So
Or like their relationship also maybe Emmett knew what he was doing. I feel like they're going in.
Yeah, Emmett fucked before. Like
Yeah.
Rosalie didn't. Rosalie notoriously didn't fuck before, but I could see Emmett fucking. I mean, I feel like there is a little.
Wasn't she? Wait. I know she didn't like want to. Like she didn't do it like consensually, but didn't she get?
That was her fiance that like raped her and stuff.
I thought it was gang. I thought she
no,
got
his
gang.
gang. It was like her, like
him
he
and
was,
his friends.
him and
Yeah.
his friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
It
like-
was him and his friends.
yeah. So like,
but like
she-
he wasn't like this was in the times where you find out you're a whore.
Yeah, it's bad.
yeah.
It's not so good. You could not get married for that. And
Yeah.
then who's gonna be whose property will you be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
I thought like so like she did have sex, but not in the consensual.
Yeah.
It's
so-
completely
Different. No, I know. But like I was just saying, like she wasn't a virgin, like in the sense of like breaking a hymen or whatever bullshit.
Virginity isn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but
well,
yeah.
again, written by a Mormon, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's what I mean. Like,
I mean, that was. I mean, as we're getting into Rosalie, this is a few conversations. So, like, if we're getting into like Rosalie and Emmett, like Emmett, like fell off a cliff, or no, Esme fell off a cliff. Emmett maybe also fell off a
Attacked by a
cliff.
bear. You got
Attacked by a bear. Yeah, you're right. Attacked on a cliff. Like I don't know, but like attacked by a bear, and like Rosalie finds him, and she's reminded of like a baby she lost or something
Yeah.
that she had with her fiance. So maybe she was fucking. I don't.
Yeah, she had a miscarriage. She had
She had a miscarriage. Yeah, she had to been fucking. I can't remember if it was. I guess she was fucking her fiance, had a miscarriage. Then he decided to rape her with her buddies. I guess, and so she finds a guy that was attacked by a bear that reminded her of her baby. Had Carlisle turn him, and then fell in love with him, and then fucked him so hard
Yeah.
that for 10 years they were annoying. So like I feel like that's a little problematic. I
to
don't
fuck
want to
a guy that
fuck
reminds
anyone
you
that
of your
reminds me
baby?
of my children.
yeah, that's fucking weird. Everything though reminds her of a baby because like when Bella
Well,
has
she wanted a baby. That was the whole point. She wanted to be married. She wanted to have a baby, and that's why she like defended. Like that's why like Alice is like, we have to get it out of her, and like you have to get the fetus out of her. And Rosalie's like, say baby, you know it's a baby, and it's like this is what it's like arguing with pro-lifers.
Yeah.
It's like this woman is dying actively in front of her eyes, and you're like, no, but it's a baby. It's like, okay, but this is a person.
yeah, like
I feel
It's a shame.
like if
it's
I'm
an
ever,
abomination.
I'm
It's
never getting pregnant
abomination.
again, but just in case, I would have been so pissed if someone shows the baby's life over my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
pick me first.
Yeah, fuck, I want to live too.
Yes.
But
My
that's what I mean. Like that was my problem with like Rosalie, and my problem like she was just so adamant on like I thought she was gonna steal the baby. I thought she was like for
She
sure.
pretty much does. She raises the baby. Bella and Edward are terrible parents.
Well, yeah.
They're
idea.
as neglectful as Renee and
Well, that's
Charlie.
how Bella learned how to be a parent, right? So
yeah.
my problematic was like Edward when she found out she was pregnant. Edward was fucking disgusted. He's like, ew. Like
Yeah.
not supportive. Like think about like what this person's going through. And he's like, ew. Like it's so fucking gross.
He
Like
was horrified. He
He's
was like
17. Mentally, he is 17. I feel like that's an appropriate response. If you're 17 and you see someone knocked up, if you're 17 and you get knocked up, you should be like, I should probably think about this in my choices. Like, that doesn't mean your choices are right or wrong. Having us all having children as teenagers, but that means maybe you should think about it. Maybe you should think about it. Like, I felt like, and also, he kind of knew it would kill her.
yeah. He knew.
how did
something
he
was
know
wrong.
that already? How did he know?
Because he didn't know what it was. He
Yeah.
didn't even know she could get pregnant. He almost killed her having the sex.
Yeah.
So he
which
assumed
freaked out.
the thing that was created that they can't even look at via ultrasound might also kill her. And then within 2 weeks, he also then did know, And, like, because we saw how she looked, and she still was like, no. But they talk in the books that they tried, and like you couldn't even like rip things, like if the baby didn't, so it's like they couldn't abort it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They kind of take away that choice, almost like the U.S. government taking away Roe v. Wade. I don't know. I think, like, along those lines, like, 100%, so many men, maybe accidentally, maybe on purpose, kill women with babies. And that number has exponentially grown since Roe v. Wade was overturned. Because if you get a woman pregnant, whether planned or unplanned, and she dies, you killed her by fucking.
Yeah.
Just recognize that.
Yeah.
Recognize the power you have, men, and then
vasectomy.
Take care of it, please.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no water by the time your kid's 30. Like, deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Work on your problems before.
Yeah, if you want to come responsibly.
Yeah. Think of the water wars.
Yeah. Oh my god. Make sure your kids can swim.
Oh, any final thoughts?
I do want to say one of my, again, this is a favorite scene that isn't a favorite because of the scene, but because of what it reminds me of. When they go, they're meeting, they're getting all their alliances, getting all their witnesses, and they meet, what's his name? Benjamin. And he moves the water and stuff. He controls the elements. And I see him. The actor that plays him is also in iRobot, but he's also in Until Dawn. And in Until Dawn, he plays this character that ends up getting tied up at one point going, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And that always plays in my head anytime I see him. And so any scene with Benjamin makes
I love him.
me
Like,
laugh.
he was in Night of the Museum, and everybody's so mad he's playing an Egyptian character. But, like, dude is Egyptian.
He played an Egyptian character in this.
Yeah, like,
They went to Egypt to find him.
Dude is Egyptian. Like, he's not, like, they're not whitewashing him. That's his.
Even if he wasn't, I'd be like, okay, he looks Egyptian enough. Like, if Taylor Lautner, a non-Indigenous actor, can play an Indigenous person without...
Isn't he Hawaiian or something?
I don't even know. But, like, it really depends with Hawaiian because, like, The Rock is Hawaiian. I wouldn't include him in Indigenous culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really depends. It's really hard
he's
when
from
he's
Michigan.
Yeah, he was Lava Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so he is Dutch, French, German.
Yeah, he is white but
He has
tan.
Distant Native American ancestry. I
feel like they looked that up just to keep him from being canceled.
Yeah, I feel like he's as white as my child number 2.
Yeah.
Like, my child number 2 has very dark olive skin and like can look Indigenous, and I feel like yeah, that's what's happening here.
Yeah. So he's not. So I feel like if he can deal with not so much backlash, I feel like it should be fine for the iRobot guy.
Why did I think he was Hawaiian?
Because he looks like The Rock. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I like that's not even. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it came out like it was. That's how the marketer was trying to defend it at one point. I don't know.
Maybe like it was just somebody said it. Sometime.
Like no one's gonna look it up. We don't have the internet. What's that? Yeah. But yeah, I have nothing to say.
What's your overall rating system for all the movies put together
of the saga? Well, it's obviously a 10.
I can't give it a 10, guys. I can't do it. I'm giving it a 7.
A 7.
Respectable.
So I rated them all separately as 2 out of 5. So I don't know how much that is out of 7, out of 10. I'm gonna say like 4.
Well,
like
4 out of 10, 2 out of 5.
maybe 5.
Yeah.
2 out of 5 is
I would say 4 out of 10
4.
because it's not
4 out of
quite
10.
half.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
2.5
4
out of
and a
5 would
half.
be half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 and a
You're-
half out of 10. So like I absolutely love these movies and the community that came with them, but they are so poorly done. Like for that time, even the CGI was terrible. Like
Oh my god, and they just speed things up and they're like, look how fast they are. Like I feel like wait, okay, let's all just
Blurred.
move right now and I'm gonna make us all go really fast. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, perfect. Look how fast we were. We were Twilight, guys.
So
you can
like
watch that on YouTube.
and it's funny because the last movie got a like nomination or an award for their CGI, but it was so fucking bad. Like how did you win?
We'll have
Maybe
to watch
it's
other
the
movies in
time.
that time with CGI and then let's compare.
The
The
Resident
green screen
Evil.
was so bad.
Oh, the green screen was horrible. So
But, like,
horrible. You can tell.
For me, I love it just because it's like it's a culture thing now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like for me, I'm not just marking it based on the movies themselves. It's also the nostalgia, the events, the culture, like everything that was built
Yes.
from it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's what I love. That's where it's getting all of its points is going to what happened after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the budgets and anything for any of these movies?
I didn't look up the budget.
I didn't look up
Oh,
shit, but
I
know
looked up the budget for the final ones because
Okay, yeah. Well, the first movie had the lowest budget and a female director, and I believe all the others had male directors and higher budgets. Not to say that maybe that's correlated, but also maybe that's correlated.
but yeah, the Breaking Dawn 1 and 2, so the budget was for Breaking Dawn 1 was $110 million. And the budget for Breaking Dawn 2 was $120 million. Opening day for Breaking Dawn Part 1 was $131 million. And opening day for Breaking Dawn Part 2 was $141 million.
So they made a little
That's
bit
too
of
much
money.
money.
Way too
Yeah.
much money. All in all, from the gross around the world of this production, it made $840 something million, almost $1 billion.
And none
This
of that money went
franchise.
to the Kilouette tribe who
Nope.
played half of the storyline in this movie.
Almost
saga.
$1 billion this franchise has made.
Yeah, and the tribe needs to fundraise to support their community.
Because they still don't have clean water like most indigenous areas.
Yeah,
Which is
even in
fucking
Canada
ridiculous.
here, which is fucking insane.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was Twilight. Yay!
Yay,
Um,
Twilight.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween,
Uh,
guys.
Get ready for the next few months of our Christmas. We're hoping for holidays, but you guys won't know because we still release every Friday. Definitely check out our Patreon. You can join at as low as the $2 tier, or you can just follow for free. Make sure to follow us on YouTube as well, where you can see all of our awesome costumes. We even have a Halloween playlist, so you can just watch the episodes where we dress up if that's your thing. If you like costumes, that's where we are at. And get ready for Christmas time. And of course, we're always looking for new topics. So feel free to comment, like, share, email us at opinionatedlushes@gmail.com. Join our Discord, link in the description, or anything else so that we can find out what you want us to talk about because we're running low. We feel like we talked about everything.
But we do. We talk about everything, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
So if you have anything specific, just let us know. Just let us. You got questions?
Something you want us to focus on.
Yeah,
We do our
we can't
best.
promise we'll focus,
Yeah,
but we'll definitely
yeah.
bring it up. So we will see you all. Actually, let us know what you think about the Twilight series.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite movie? What are your views on Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart and the cheating drama? that happened right after these movies were released? I'm curious. Let me know.
I feel like their relationship was forced.
It was fake.
Like it wasn't a real relationship.
It wasn't. It was all like It was all PR.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like fucking in front of paparazzi was also PR. So maybe Kristen Stewart was just on a PR kick at that
Maybe.
moment.
Yeah.
Like, how does that happen? I feel
Well, because they had to end the relationship, right? And I don't think she was ever with Robert Pattinson or like whatever.
the married director.
Yeah. So I think it was all fake.
There's
He
photos
ended
of them
his
together.
marriage too. Like it was a lot going on.
Maybe not his marriage, but like you know what I mean? Like
Could you imagine? You're like calling. You know what? We're not getting into hypotheticals. We've been recording for 2 hours. I'm letting
Yeah.
you guys go. We
Some
will
of us
see.
have to pee, Jessica.
I really do so bad too. Oh my god! Thank God. Okay. Hope you guys had a pee break. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Night.